Well, it's done. E3 is over.
It will live in our hearts forever.
And hungover is, I guess, the best term for this. I remember like after the last conference, like it was sad that it's over, but at the same time kind of relieved. I was like, oh, I don't have to like be glued to a screen
I was
for
excited
the next couple of hours.
This is the best E3 ever. Ever.
It was up there. It's definitely up there.
I loved how many conferences they were too. Because there were so many.
It's up there with like new console years. Like new console years are always so good.
Oh yeah.
But so we're gonna go through each conference, pick some winners, some losers, and our favorites, and do all that stuff.
Konami wins. Oh no.
Oh, too soon.
That's like rooting for Hitler, man. You don't do that. You don't.
How about Silent Hills, guys? Don't. I just made everyone sad.
Not me.
Everybody's sad. Well,
I
anyway,
still have PT on my PlayStation.
so do I.
You can sell it for $3,000.
No, you
What?
can't.
Yeah, well,
eBay.
you can sell it on the black market.
That's just as good.
No.
eBay says no.
Why would that? The African American market. I'm sorry. And now it's racist.
We're already. We haven't even. I haven't even introduced myself yet. And it's
welcome
racist.
to Nerds of the Round late night.
Oh God, here we
Not
go.
again.
Things get racy and F-bombs are dropped.
I'm David. Wait, this is late night? I gotta take my pants off.
Whoa!
Take that
Yes,
off.
so this is Nerds of the Round. We're doing our E3 recap. Of course, I'm Brian.
I'm David.
I'm excited.
Also Lance.
And I'm Eric.
Eric's back. Woo!
I don't think I've ever shot a show with you, Eric.
Now that's racist.
Damn. Granddad.
Because I'm Mexican.
What? I don't know.
Actually, I'm Cuban. I'm sorry. I said the wrong one.
I don't know.
Hispanic.
I still don't think that's racist.
Make joke.
No.
Anyways,
So,
let's start it off.
as we said in the preview show, Sunday was Bethesda. And I will be the first to say
We all know
that
who won.
Bethesda, like, home run. Like, first, like, a rookie in his first game in Major Leagues, Grand Slam to win the game. Like, they came out guns blazing.
Whipped it out on the table
Stephen
right
Curry
away.
that shit.
Yeah, they did Stephen Curry that shit. Like, no joke. So they started with Doom, right?
Which was amazing.
Tons
Yeah.
of Kool-Aid.
There was tons of Kool-Aid everywhere.
He had his son with him, and he's like, "Oh, it's Kool-Aid." I think Vincent was like, "No, Dad, I know it's not freaking Kool-Aid."
He knew.
It's
He
blood.
knew it was.
It is the blood of my enemies, and I will bathe in them when
It's
I play
alien
Doom.
blood, so it's okay.
That was demon blood. It's demon blood.
Pretty sure
demon
Vincent didn't say anything like that.
Well,
I hope he didn't say anything like that.
Dad, can we drink that blood?
No, what is wrong with you guys?
well, you're telling
we've
me it's
had some-
Kool-Aid.
We've had sugar, so we're all a little wired.
Someone call CPS. Joking.
Please don't. Please don't.
So we had Doom, Dishonored 2,
Which
female
I'm super-
protag.
Oh, you could play either the female protagonist, Emily, or the dude from the first one.
A little bit of a slide on Assassin's Creed, do you think?
No, Assassin's
Because
Creed.
Assassin's Creed had that big thing where like we can't do female protagonists because blah blah blah.
Well, they
blah.
did it during the conference.
And
but
but then like then all
I
of a
don't think
sudden
it was-
there's
well,
another game that's kind of like
I don't
In the
think
new Assassin's Creed, you can also do the same thing, right? Play the male or the female.
Mhm.
it's different missions back.
It's
and forth.
different missions.
Oh,
But
okay.
I
So
think
you
this
have
is,
to go back.
This is
and
straight
forth.
up different storylines. Like you play Emily, you get the storyline. But I think it was just the continuation of the story with Emily being the character because that was the girl from the first one that you saved.
Yeah.
So it's just a continuation story, more of a shot, I think, against
the
Assassin's
whole
Creed.
female protagonist thing.
Yeah.
Then we went into
Elder Scrolls Online.
Elder Scrolls Online,
And
they're
the
talking
card
about the
game.
Tamriel Unlimited
The
Edition.
Tamriel
and
Unlimited
then that
Edition.
the Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, and then
Elder
they're
Scrolls
taking a
card
shot at
game.
Hearthstone
Yeah.
with their own TCG, which
It's going
is
to turn to Gwent for me all over again.
Which technically, I mean, Hearthstone is the only one in that kind of. There's a digital Magic, but I don't think that's like Hearthstone is the only card game like that right now. So it's got to have some competition at some point.
Yeah.
at
But-
some point.
I'm super excited for it because I love the lore of Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
So I'm totally going to play
I mean,
it.
it's definitely something to try. And who's to say you can't play both? I mean, it's not like
Sarah,
they're...
it's in the nerd rules.
I know. Wait. Do you like Star Trek and Star Wars?
No.
I do.
Get the
out of here.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
What's Star Trek?
I am for the wars all the way.
You had the
I'm
original?
100% wars.
So you're a Shatner over.
Yeah,
You like
Get
the
the fuck
Shat?
out.
I do. I do like.
You like the Shat rather than
Sir
Picard?
Shatner. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not partial. I just like Star Trek.
Yeah.
It's all about Picard.
So-
I also like Star.
Yeah,
as
and
well.
so then we had the 2 Elder Scrolls announcements, which some people were disappointed that it wasn't.
I
6.
knew one.
And they
Yeah.
tried to
called
troll
6.
us. They tried.
They tried.
They
And
tried. Bless their hearts. They
They
tried.
were like, "Oh well,
That's the end of the conference. I'm glad you guys all came out. We're giving away free stuff at the end of the show.
Screens blue behind them. It's like, come on.
Oh, you.
We know. Just go ahead and bring Todd out here.
I originally thought.
oh Todd."
Well, no, I
with
originally.
his 2-octave high voice. Like,
we know what's going
We do.
on.
I originally
and he
thought-
said the F-bomb. Drop the F-bomb. Like, that was awesome.
Oh, he talked about fucking gimmicks, and he's like,
Yeah,
"It's the
he's
best
like-
fucking gimmick ever."
He's like, this is a pretty
So,
big
yeah,
gimmick,
in
but it's
case
the
you
best
don't
fucking
know what we're
gimmick.
But
talking
if
about.
they would have done that, though, that would have been great. If they would have done either Microsoft or Sony's press conference, have all the information, that would have been hilarious. And they would have been
Nah,
like, no,
for
we're
their
not doing
first
it.
conference-
It's their own, yeah.
For their first
It would've been
conference,
funny.
They had to hit it.
It was
hard.
still funny.
So for those of you who have no idea what we're talking about right
they
now,
know. They freaking know.
I don't know how you don't know, but yeah, he announced Fallout 4, and everyone lost it. Pants were exploded.
Well, it wasn't.
Which is
that
a
they
reference to
announced
Fallout.
4. They didn't announce Fallout 4, but they showed the content.
Yeah,
They
it
showed
was-
everything
yeah.
about
There was an
Fallout
announcement.
Because they had
What,
the
week
trailer.
before?
Like, yeah, the trailer was a couple days before.
Hey, wait. Was it David saying, "I'm not sure about this"?
Oh, that's
I can
right.
only get so erect.
No. David was like, I'm really worried about the series because what if I can't vote? And what
Yeah,
if
like
I
all
and they-
my fears, like immediately, like in a row, like each and every one I had, like I don't know if I can customize characters. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like
Bethesda was
like
listening.
customize all my stuff. And they're
They
like,
were listening
Go
in.
ahead. No, go ahead. Keep complaining, David.
I don't know if I can
So,
play as a female or
This
not.
is Fallout 4. Fuck all of David's concerns.
Can you play as a female?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can-
So when you're
you can.
customizing, you switch between the husband and the wife. Whatever
Yeah.
you select at the end.
Oh,
becomes your
okay.
Character.
Because I thought that was just customization to make the baby look. Because they said it was a mixture.
Yeah, it's
Well,
saying
it is, but
that
the one you
determines-
choose is the one you're
okay.
gonna play.
So
as.
that's cool. I wasn't.
So
And that's
my-
totally Ron Perlman is the voice of the dude, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Because
Yeah.
I'm
Pretty
playing as
sure
Ron
it is.
Perlman.
So
My guy's character's
I
name's
hope
gonna be
there's
Ron.
a like when you exit the vault, there's a lets you like finalize your customization because you could spend hours in customization of your parents and be the most beautiful parents you've ever had.
I just,
in your entire
I
life.
just like how when the
And
guy
you come
comes
out
to
with
the
some
door,
kind of super mutant,
Just
and
be
they're
like,
like,
the ugliest child.
yeah,
Kind
and
of like
you're
what happened with Bryan and his parents.
my parents are beautiful.
Well, that doesn't really matter as much because you play as either the mom or dad, and you wake up.
I just like how like when the Vault-Tec guy comes to the door and you're
So you're
like,
not
picking
playing the
your
child?
side.
You're not playing as a child. You're playing
See,
as
that's
either
what
the
I was
mom or the
wondering.
dad.
That's what I was wondering.
You're
Yeah.
playing as because they were frozen. You're the
Yeah,
only
exactly.
survivor.
One of you survives the blast. The other
I
two
thought what
die.
No, you're
thought-
not playing as a child.
No,
That's
what
what
I
I thought.
what I thought was that you would go into the vault, and something happened because you got to have some kind of introductory. So
That
something
is the
would
intro.
happen in the
Yeah.
vault.
In the vault, yeah. There's got to be people in there.
No. I think something happened in the vault, and everybody but the kid is an adult now, and he
See,
he
you
cryo freezes himself because he's the last survivor.
You
But
think-
everybody else
yeah.
dies.
They say that you're the last
Well-
survivor, 100%.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but that can't be right because as you're leaving the vault, like you see bodies. That's how you get your Pit Boy. Like you pick it up and you're like, we're in
also,
that now. Like, and you just walk out.
when they did the gameplay footage, you were the dad. You woke up as the dad. You were the same character.
Well, they
everything.
didn't really transition that well enough because like
They
showed
didn't, but
that-
you can tell it's the same guy.
It was, yeah. I mean, I
No, they
guess,
showed him like because
Yeah.
when he was talking to his Mr. Handy.
Well, that's
Like,
what
it
I
was
was thinking.
him.
Because he
Mr.
said like,
Howard,
"Oh,
Mr.
you've
Howard."
returned," and they went into the vault when the baby was a baby. So
Maybe
that,
dad.
that robot probably wouldn't have been able to recognize him.
yeah, I guess so.
That's why
maybe dad.
That's why he was like, he's like, oh, it's been 200 years. And it's like, there's no way it's been 200 years. And it's like, yeah, man.
Look,
I
don't know
just
what to
kind
tell
of
you.
look around.
I just had this.
David,
look
the
around.
voice of the robot. Yeah, man.
I don't know what to fucking tell you. Yes.
I mean, I get you were like,
I kind of felt like that would have been a cooler thing to do. Was like to kind of give you a vault experience. Was
Yeah.
have you grow
Well, that's
up in the vault? Something
that's
catastrophic.
what Fallout Shelter was for.
Well, I mean,
Well,
that's
see, that's what I'm saying. Is it going to start you in the vault with people in there, or is it going to
I
start
don't know.
you in the vault by yourself?
I like this better though because it says now you're a character that has to adapt to this entirely changing landscape.
like it sounds more like yeah, they're not gonna go with the whole like raising the vault kind of thing. They're just gonna
They did
go with
that,
more
yeah.
of a like more like you need to figure out what happened.
Culture shock.
That's how like you're finding your way out. It's like something happens, you wake up and it's like, okay, I need to get out of here for whatever reason, and then like you start seeing bodies, which is how you got your Pip-Boy, and you get back up to the surface and you're like, the fuck, bruh.
But besides story, I mean, you can Mad Max everything, which is awesome. They have little pieces and
Yeah, so the armor's actually going to be segmented. So you'll have a right, a left arm, right leg, left leg, and a chest.
kind of a
piece.
Borg face.
And of course your helmet.
and your helmet
Your
and your
head.
mask.
Your helmet and face.
I don't play
Are
with
helmet and face separate, or is it?
I think they're separate because you have eyewear and you have hats.
Oh, okay.
I don't ever wear a helmet when I play any
So
game like that.
which leads into they talked about the customization. So all their guns, like I think they boasted like 50 guns.
50
on the
base
start.
mods and a billion mods.
Yeah, so like 50
yeah.
or 70 guns. I don't remember the exact number.
It's 50
and then it
base.
was like 700 mods because each part of the gun, the muzzle, the grip,
Scope.
everything is customized
Trigger.
using all the weapons or all the gear that you used to think was scrap in like Fallout 3 in Vegas, like duct tape.
Oh, like
And all
pre-world books? I can use pre-war books,
No.
the great thing
Maybe,
now.
maybe paper. See, I think I like that because playing The Witcher does that similar. It's like for alchemy, it's like, oh, you need this, this, and this. You go find it, or oh, you can break this stuff down to eventually make this.
I just remember in Fallout 3 when it's like you're collecting all the pre-war books you can find because you're getting money for it, and then at the beginning of New Vegas, they're like, here's a bunch of pre-war books, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get money for this too, right? No.
No, that was a troll.
The
That was a
economy
troll.
has changed.
That was a troll, I think. That was
We
just
have
a
all
troll.
the
Yeah, I
pre-war
was just like,
books now.
I'm like carrying around like 700 pre-war
Yeah,
books.
I was like that too.
And it's like,
I was
no one
like-
wants to buy these. This is bullshit.
It's like, what? Why do you have all these pre-war books?
Somewhere in the middle of the desert, just drop 700 pre-war books and
right
walked
next,
off.
right next to the ET game.
And there's the construction aspect of it where you can build stuff.
The
Yeah.
base.
Like, I wonder what
Build your own
and
community.
what kind
like, it's
of
a whole community you can build.
tactical advantage that's going to have in the game.
Because
Is that gonna have any online
something
features?
that's something
Not
that I
big
would
fan.
totally skip
Yeah,
because
I
I
am.
just don't.
I am.
I'm not into that kind of stuff. But like he was saying, like, well, it could have like he said, tactical advantages to it and stuff like that.
Somewhere where
for
you
a
can
reason.
go and like
Or, like
recharge. Like, it's like a free recharge or something.
I'm not
I
building
wonder
my house, but I'm
I
not going to
wonder if,
build a base or a community.
I wonder if that Mr. Handy that you like, you're Mr. Handy when you meet him again. I wonder if you can get him to tell you a joke.
I
Probably.
hope so.
Probably.
That'd be
Well,
awful.
Electrons have masks.
We forgot to talk
They're
about. We forgot to talk about the dog. The dog meat.
Dog meat.
Who will be
Yeah.
immortal? All companions
Yeah,
shall be
okay.
immortal.
I feel like he's gonna have a. I feel like he's gonna have a scripted death.
He's gonna have a scripted
It's-
death.
I
feel like
and
he's
we
gonna have a
will
scripted
riot.
death.
If Dog Meat
Nope.
dies, we riot.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
It'll
'Cause
be
they
a
said
perk.
that he can't die, but they're saying that like he can't die within the realm of your gameplay. Like
Nope.
you can't kill him.
Nope, he's not dying.
And the enemies can't kill him, but then we
Got
can
that
kill
puppy's
him.
perk, bruh.
We can do whatever we want.
I know. The only people
Nope.
that can kill that dog is Bethesda.
Nope.
And we will riot.
Or the
Nope.
mysterious stranger.
Get that puppy perk, bruh.
Man, I'm excited to see the new perks too, because when they were doing the post show with that, and they were like interviewing Todd Howard, he was like, they're like, "What's your favorite perk?" And he was like,
Can't tell
like, just
you.
going through a list. He's like,
He's
Can't
like,
tell
I don't
you.
want to say a new one that not supposed to be revealed yet.
he's like, mysterious stranger? Yeah, that's an old one. Yeah, mysterious stranger.
So look for new
I
perks.
always take the mysterious stranger because that's cool.
Yeah, Mysterious Stranger's always awesome.
It's always cool when he shows
I kind of
up.
felt like the like
Hey,
that
boom.
little cityscape that we were talking about,
Yeah.
where it was like the Android city or whatever.
Oh yeah, when we're gonna see.
I thought that was
we're gonna
mysterious.
see
That
the
was a
institute.
shout out to Mysterious Stranger because he's kind of walking.
No, that's definitely an android. Like he has like the robot hand.
Well, I
and
didn't
everything.
get a good enough. Really
Dude,
good look,
I'm
but-
super excited about seeing the institute. Like,
Yeah.
just the fact that we're in the Commonwealth right now has like been my dream since
Boston.
Fallout 3. Like ever since like
Boston.
you like figure out the whole like spoiler alert A123's like identity back in like Fallout 3, and like you find out he's like an escaped android from the Commonwealth. And those people come looking for him.
Yeah.
Like I was like, this place sounds stupid awesome. Like I want to go there so bad. Like everything sounds like Blade Runner, and I'm in. And then they tease us with like the Blade Runner gun, like that gun
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
New Vegas, and I'm like, just let me go there.
So I think, and this is, I've seen this on the internet a lot. That E3 needs to do this a bit more. Was that they were like, oh yeah, we also have Fallout Shelter.
And we're all like, oh cool, I can't wait
cool.
for that.
It's gonna be awesome, and it's out today.
Yeah,
Like,
and
and
then
then
I
do the
couldn't-
conference, and we're like, oh my god, refresh.
Pretty much,
refresh.
yeah. Pulled up my
Meanwhile-
iPhone and I was just like, we're good.
Meanwhile, I was looking for my old iPhone 4. Also, like the whole Fallout thing was really cool, but then, especially with the pre-order edition, apparently you're gonna get a list of all the perks it'll tell you and stuff. But going back to Elder Scrolls a little bit, at the very end when it's like, we know. I was like,
Oh, that
buying,
was cool.
buying.
That was super cool. The expansion, they put
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't.
The
they-
Dark Brotherhood.
Yeah, they didn't really say anything about an expansion yet, but
Yeah.
it's coming. The
I
Dark
thought
Brotherhood is
that
gonna
was
be
the
ESO.
expansion. The ESO, like Tamriel.
No,
thing.
that's just the Tamriel Unlimited thing is like the console versions and stuff like that, and then the PC version is going to get all the new areas.
I'm probably gonna play it just for the
Okay.
Dark Brotherhood.
So
It's-
are they gonna be? Do they cross?
nope,
I don't
No?
know. Yeah.
their mega servers are different.
I don't know. So
Unfortunately.
Bethesda was an amazing conference.
So yes, Bethesda,
start to finish.
by far.
Like they
amazing.
just kicked off E3
Start to finish, perfect.
like with a bang, and it was just start to finish. a
And
great game.
we forgot to even say. I mean, I thought this was gonna happen November release date.
Because we were sitting there like,
November
when's
10th.
November
it going to
10th.
come out? And I was like, well, it's Vault 111, and I was like, maybe it's November 1st of this year. And then it was like 2 seconds, like it goes, and it was like
10th.
November 10th, and I was like, that was so close.
I totally knew it was gonna be November though. So there's nothing in November, and as soon as that November hit, it's like, well, it's LA Games, kid.
And it was that we watched that directly after the season finale of Game of Thrones, so it was a very good transition.
You don't know Jon Snow.
Hey,
You don't
whoa.
know. I just said you don't know Jon Snow. God damn.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing happened.
Nothing to see here.
Unless you've seen it. Unless you've seen it already, then
My favorite
everything
character
happened.
left that show in season 2. So
The bear.
The bear, like a sticker.
Anyway, so
Okay.
after EA,
We went-
EA. What the after I'm skipping way ahead. Bethesda.
We went to sleep,
I didn't sleep.
and we woke
I
up.
went back to work.
yeah, sure, you did. I went to sleep. I woke up early.
And then the Microsoft.
And it was
conference
Microsoft.
started.
Yep.
I was at work.
Microsoft, I think, really kind of finally figured out what they needed to do.
Dude, the
Yeah.
HoloLens looked awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let's wait on that a bit. Let's wait
It's
on
super
that.
amazing, but yeah.
Let's wait on that
They
because I have
came
some
out-
issues with it.
And they showed a couple games.
So they showed a lot of indie titles, which is
Yeah.
great. They're trying to get back in the indie market.
Wait. Try to get back into the indie market?
Trying.
I feel like they've been, like, as far as consoles go, they've been, like, kind of...
no, it's all
running it.
Sony, bro.
Yeah.
So really?
Yeah, because-
Sony and Steam are like
So-
indie
Well, yeah,
showcases
Steam,
right
but,
now.
like, I'm talking about, like, just home consoles.
Microsoft has started to let open and embrace the developers more, the
Yeah.
indie developers. But it was
Their
because
at
Sony
ID,
did it first.
Their ID at Xbox
Yeah.
movement is
Their idea at Xbox.
Yeah.
But they also came out with Fallout stuff. And
Yeah, they
there's-
let Fallout showed up in their conference.
and
which was
there's
big.
and they were like PC mods on Xbox One.
yeah,
Bam.
huge.
But
PC mods,
then
Xbox
Todd
One.
Howard said, we are trying to do it for the PS4. It's just going to take longer.
Yeah,
I mean, I
But
immediately I
Microsoft's gonna
switched
have
over
it
to my
first.
Xbox One.
The point we're making
Reserve.
is that Bethesda is, like, the best company ever. Is the point that we're making.
wait.
I want
We
Todd
can't
Howard to be
do
my
this.
dad.
We can't do this because then we'll be here all day.
I want
'cause we'll
Todd
go
Howard
back
to be my
Bethesda.
dad.
We're gonna go back to Bethesda and be there all day.
So yeah, they talked about Fallout.
They've
Cuphead looks amazing.
Yeah.
Cuphead looked amazing last year.
But
Yeah,
it looked even
it's been a
better
while.
this year.
Like,
Yeah.
no, don't get me wrong. Like, I agree with you, but that game is like I've been excited about that game since they showed it last
Because
year.
Cuphead is
I wasn't super
on
excited
the
last year.
same
This year was
on
great.
the same level as when they announced the South Park game, and you're just like, that looks like an episode of South Park, and you're like, yeah, it's a playable game, and you're like, freaking amazing. And they did the same thing with Cuphead, where it's just like, that looks like an old cartoon, and it's playable, and it's like,
But I mean,
fully
the
works,
difference for
and
me
it's
is I didn't have hype for it last year. Hype this
Yeah.
year, big time.
Yeah.
just-
I mean, they
yeah,
showed a lot of their
it looks
idea at Xbox.
yeah.
Then they started reeling off Tomb Raider,
Yeah,
which looks
which
good.
is really cool. That it seems like these bigger A+ titles were being shown.
And they were
on
like
Xbox.
game. They were rocket firing them, which
Now-
is great.
They did do something that everybody wanted:
Backwards compatibility.
backwards compatibility. Now, while it is the same idea that the Xbox 360 had, where it's a select number of games,
It'll get more and more.
it'll get more and more.
And-
a lot of people are kind of butthurt about that right now, but just give them time.
Microsoft's polling people. What games do you want to be on
yeah.
there?
So,
Radio Future.
so
Anyway, so Microsoft showed off Tomb Raider.
yeah,
They showed
so
off,
they showed off Tomb Raider. Now, a lot of people are kind of like iffy on this, but I love that new controller.
Dude, the Elite controller.
Did you find the price point? Because I did.
I found the price point. It is $150.
$50.
However,
Dude, it's fully customizable, fully
customized,
fully
and
programmable.
As stuff runs off, like you wear stuff out, do you want to buy another $60 controller, or do you
I'm
want to
fine with
buy
that.
a $10 thumb pad?
I'm totally fine buying another $6 controller.
Yeah, I would just rather have the thumb
I would
pad.
much rather just buy the thumb pad. What are you
Totally
talking
fine with
about?
buying just a controller.
Yeah. No,
Dude, like
I'm-
all the triggers you get. You can put like
So you-
6 triggers on the back of
yeah.
this
So
thing,
your
man.
controller, you'll have
When the controller's half
One,
the
two.
console, just about, I have issues.
Like you can have
1, 2,
bumpers,
3,
bumper
4.
triggers, then you can set 3 more
I
programmable
get what
triggers.
you're saying, but
There's 8 triggers.
guess
on
what?
one.
Guess what? I can do that on a PC.
Yeah, on a PC Master Race. We know.
They have keyboards that have like 100 buttons.
I can do so much more than your controller.
But see, the thing is like, I play Final Fantasy 15 on PC, but I think it handles better with a controller because of the the dungeon mechanics. Like I find that running and navigating is much easier with a
I
controller.
played The Witcher 3 with a controller on
So
PC.
do I play Witcher 3. I play Fallout with a controller.
In fact,
PC
all the
game
games I
and
have for
controller.
Steam, I think I play with a controller as well.
Yeah.
So
So
It depends on the
imagine
game.
being able to customize action bars in an MMO like Final Fantasy 14
Okay, but that's
with
MMO.
8 triggers.
My issue still is that fucking price point.
The price point is bad.
It's half the console, just about.
I know.
That is expensive.
Yeah.
That is
it
way
is
expensive. If you
expensive.
drop it maybe 25, 30, maybe even $50, I'm fine with spending $100 on it.
However, it's probably like the controllers right now where you can use it on PC and stuff like that. So it's like it's considered a peripheral. Because if you look at the
Once
Naga,
again-
look at the price of the Naga, it's almost $100.
Are they gonna
Again, I can
put out a
just buy a
bundle
regular
though
controller
because
and
the
play
new
Yeah.
because the new Xbox One that they're about to start shipping out is gonna come with a terabyte? So are they gonna do like a bundle with it,
Well,
like new
if they
console
do,
and
that's gonna be
controller?
expensive.
That
Bundle.
would be really,
That'd be
Well, because I mean, like
super
it's the
expensive.
same way they did with the Kinect. Like maybe just take the Kinect out and just do the console and the controller.
They could. I mean,
still be
it'd
pretty
be an
expensive.
interesting push.
They would have to discount a little bit on the controller, and maybe then it would be worth it. Because you
Yeah.
get the console with it.
But we don't
But-
know what they're gonna do with it yet.
I'm
The D-pad looks pretty cool.
I'm totally for the controller.
Yeah,
I
The
just
D-pad
don't
actually
like the
looks
freaking price
great on
point.
it because we can actually use it for fighting games now.
Yeah.
So
The
that's
D-pad
good.
is
I'm not
pretty-
saying that until I
pretty-
play with it.
and
It
everything's
looks like you
remappable.
can.
So we all want the D.
Yeah, we all want the D.
And not for that
like,
price point.
the hair triggers and stuff are custom. You can turn on the hair triggers.
That's probably the
and stuff
best
like
thing
that.
I like about it. is the
And
hair
it
trigger.
has 2 macro. It
I
has
really don't
2
care about
modes,
that.
so you could set one for one and one for another.
I like the hair
For
trigger.
fast switching.
That's
But
pretty much it.
that was super cool. I thought I was pretty excited
Then
about.
we had the HoloLens
HoloLens got its first.
I thought that was cool.
with a camera that was designed so you could see what we want you to see. That's my opinion on it.
It seemed fairly staged.
Okay,
But
so
the idea that how
Yeah.
they were using Minecraft, I think was super.
Minecraft
cool.
is the perfect like a game application for the HoloLens.
yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah,
But
didn't
they show the,
me something else besides the Minecraft?
Yeah, well,
I don't-
RTSs. I was thinking the RTSs would be pretty amazing.
That'd be good for RTS,
Yeah,
but
because just a view of the battlefield you're
Yeah,
gonna get for
exactly.
it is gonna be awesome.
but reading people actually putting it on, they said it's a little blurry than it showed on the screen.
That's what I-
and
yeah.
your pinch and zoom is a smaller screen than you think it is. It's not like this wide thing. You just
And then the one thing is they're like, oh, well, you can play your games on any wall. I'm like, yeah, but is that resolution going to be any better than the 4, or even close to the 4K TV that's mounted on my wall?
on a
right
4K
now?
monitor you may have.
Yeah, nah.
Exactly.
It's going to be
So-
something a niche application like Minecraft, where you're going to be able to like pull up the
Exactly.
map and be able to do stuff.
Yeah.
So just
You
like the
know.
Oculus, once more which Oculus and Microsoft partnered up, but once once the HoloLens gets more years and more development, then it's going to be a great application.
Yeah.
So that's the
It's
thing.
a good start.
Did they show? I don't know if it was their conference, but I know Oculus had a conference themselves.
Yeah, it was like last week.
Yeah, it was like before Bethesda's, but I don't know if they showed it at the Microsoft one, the whole touch peripheral that they made for the Oculus, so you
Oh,
can actually
yeah.
like
It's like this.
physically like grab things like in the
the
in the
controller,
virtual
yeah.
world.
That's called Touch, and Kevin
It
Pereira
looked
was
really
talking about how
cool.
amazing it was.
Like
It's-
everyone who used it said it was amazing. Like it worked
And-
really well.
Microsoft is also pairing a controller with their Oculuses. Microsoft is getting their hands
So
on
how about
everything.
Apparently,
how about,
yeah, the
how about
new
we
controller
pair?
is actually
How about we
I want
pair?
the Steam controller. With it.
How about we pair the?
Did you see it?
I like the Steam
It looks.
controller.
I don't. It looks really cool, but it's
Yeah.
like it's just weird how like both of the. Like the D-pad and then like that big like joystick
just-
thing
it's
is
a
like there.
trackpad.
Well, yeah, but it's up here and like a controller is like at the bottom, but it's on this it's like at the top and then it has buttons. It's like
Yeah.
that's what takes getting
that's
used
kinda
to.
weird. But it's just because it has to simulate a mouse, so they pretty much
Yeah.
put a laptop trackpad.
I mean,
on
I
your phone.
get what they're doing, but it's just like I don't know if that's
It
I'm not
might-
comfortable it's gonna
yeah.
be.
Yeah. And then
Which I'm surprised we didn't see a lot of VR actually.
yeah, we
But
really didn't.
it was
And
mainly on the
then
floor. So
They jumped in with, I guess, their big reveal, which was
Gears 4.
Oh, and the Ultimate Edition.
Didn't say anything about Halo.
You mean?
Well, they showed Halo.
Oh, they
It
showed
wasn't there.
Halo,
Like,
but Halo wasn't a reveal. Like
It wasn't
we,
a
we knew
reveal.
Halo 5
because you know
was
every
already.
Yeah.
everyone
We're trying to
was
talk
have
about stuff
a
that we didn't know
reveal
was
in
coming
their-
out.
Okay.
in their
Yeah.
conference that
But I heard they had something with the HoloLens and Halo. Like I missed this conference if you guys can't tell. But I heard they had like a thing where like it was with the HoloLens and Halo and like one of the Spartans was like debriefing you about or like briefing you on like on a mission or something
I
like
don't
that.
remember.
So
I didn't
supposedly,
see anything
so
for HoloLens.
supposedly with the HoloLens, you can like see the Halo HUD up in the corner of your vision, and you can like see through your Spartans guys.
Now,
eyes,
see,
but it's like
the thing is if they
This
could
is
do
Oculus.
something kind of like how Google Glass is, where I can still play Halo on my television and not have my vision distorted, but have like the HUD, so that I can still have my 4K gaming, all that stuff, even though it's not 4K, but my 4K TV and stuff like that, playing my game, but my HUD is here. I'm all for that. That's really cool because then you have a full game.
Yeah, a
to the
clear
screen.
screen, and the HUD is, and if they have it so that you can actually look over at the HUD, and you know it's not always in your vision, that'd be nice.
Where it's just like a spot check. You can spot check, spot check,
exactly.
spot check. That's awesome.
Yeah, but
I don't want my vision to be distorted when I'm trying to play. So for a game conference, there was a lot of Windows 10.
yeah, it's pushed hard.
It was pushed pretty hard. They're like, I wonder if that's going to be something that transitions over to the Xbox One.
I could probably.
Like,
'cause I feel like
where they do like a kind of an OS update, and when Xbox One kind of changes a little bit. And
They said it was. You're gonna get a tweaked dashboard for it because it's gonna have compatibility with the actual 10 dashboard.
which is cool.
Which
I've looked at 10, and what it looks like is 7 with 8 in the menu bar.
Yeah. It looks like look at this took the best of both worlds and
that's
just
why
like
I
sorry.
use PC right now.
Yeah.
I use Mac.
My bad.
sorry.
We're
sorry.
Well, there would be a Windows 9, but 7, 8, 9.
A client came into work and made that joke, and I just looked at them like,
And then he smashed his computer on the ground.
But anyway,
this is, your computer has infections. Get out.
like if you notice that whenever somebody talked about their game coming to Windows, they always said, "Oh yeah, and it'll be playable on Windows 10." Like they said specifically Windows 10. You'll be able to play it on Windows 7, but they said specifically Windows 10.
Because they all
Because
want
they're
everyone to
there
trying
was
to
a lot
keep
of just
people
like
from-
Windows 10.
Please get Windows 10.
Yeah, it's
I-
free even if you pirated Windows 7.
Please
not.
just get
What?
it.
That was false.
Oh, it was?
They pulled that.
Yeah, it's false.
Anyway, so
So-
then they wrapped up with the last of Gears of Us
Gears of Us.
The last of
well,
Gears
no,
of
but
Us.
the idea
because the whole shooter was just like very dark and post-apocalyptic.
So it was the Last of Us with.
It was like the
Isn't
last
Gears
of Gears
post-
of Us.
But isn't Gears post-apocalyptic?
yeah.
Yeah, but this was like super stormy and dark. You thought
And it
zombies
was
were
like
gonna
a
pop
dude
up.
and a chick, and they were like bantering.
Still wasn't as good as the first. Was it the first Gears of War with the
Coltrane.
the commercial that was all around me?
Oh, Mad World. That
Oh
was
my
amazing.
God,
Second-
that was
second game
was
had
it too? That
Mad
was the
World.
best commercial for like freaking video games.
Anyway, so
But yeah, like just one last point with Windows 10. I think that they're saying it's playable on Windows 10 is because they don't want PC gamers to be afraid to upgrade, and games not go with it.
Yeah.
So it's like we all know it's going to play on 7, but know that if you want to upgrade now, which we want you to do,
You can still
you
do
can
it.
still play your games.
we totally forgot about
Okay, Microsoft.
Forza dropping a
Watching
car
you.
from the middle of the sky.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
the 4 GT, yeah.
That was so stupid.
It was.
So what would you say was bad about the Microsoft conference? We have a lot of hype, obviously.
No
so-
new, not a lot of new IPs. We
Yeah,
knew
there
most of
wasn't
this
a new
was coming
IP.
out. Gears of War is like, but it wasn't a new IP.
So that's still running.
And
that's-
it's the first Gears without Flippy B. So
yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Like, it's because he didn't say that the last one he was done.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's not. It's not even Epic Games anymore.
Yeah.
It's
But so the cool thing
I don't
is,
like
at
how
least,
these companies are.
It's like
doing
Halo
this, though.
like being taken over by 343. It's
Speaking of, like, how is the series doing ever since they took over?
it's not
It
bad.
did well.
yeah.
I remember hearing like the multiplayer for like the last one was garbage.
I don't know.
They had a lot of
Really
problems
Like with
the
their
Master Chief-
matchmaking at first.
The
Yeah.
Master Chief Edition, like,
Yeah,
it was
their-
a nightmare
their
because you were having to
matchmaking
matchmake 4 games.
Yeah.
Like that's a pairing nightmare.
Yeah, I heard there were a lot of things happening.
The
Like you would
infrastructure is
you would
rough.
have like 10 people in a lobby, and then it'd be like 6 versus 4, and it'd be like,
This
wait,
is
what?
But I mean,
So yeah, I mean that I think that there like you said there wasn't a lot of new like AAA title like
that we knew weren't coming out.
that we knew
So,
there was no.
But overall, really good, solid conference.
Yeah.
Really good conference by Microsoft.
I think, and when we get to the end, we'll touch on another reason why I think Microsoft did really
Did
well.
they show
But
anything
we'll-
about that new
No.
the game that
Anyway.
the guys from Limbo made?
Nope.
No, which I was kind of disappointed on.
Nope, they didn't show anything with the new.
I saw some gameplay and trailer footage of it on the shore floor
Yeah.
from other sites because I wish I was there. But
So
it looks good still.
Hey
so.
man, we'll get there.
we'll
One
get there.
day.
We'll get
So
there.
I'm
then
getting there next year.
we went
I have to kill all you
and
people to do it.
had a small break.
Wow.
And then
That's
we all know what
quickly.
came next, which was sports, and more sports.
EA. Hey, EA showed off some Mirror's Edge stuff.
Mirror's Edge, they did
Which
show.
Catalyst is gonna look. I'm not gonna lie, Catalyst looks fucking awesome. And,
And
the
the
fact
cool
you
thing
can't use
is they
guns.
eliminated all gunplay for the player.
Yeah, it's like guns are gonna be in the game, but you can't use them, and it's
Yeah.
like yes.
I did.
Test
Did you
of
play
fate.
the first one?
Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
I played it to the point where my computer would not run it anymore.
Oh,
There
that's
was this
right.
one spot, and it wouldn't get past it, and I was just like, "What the f-?" Like,
Was it the server
I put
room?
the settings all the way down. I don't remember. I was just
That
doing
was
this
like
one thing.
10
It was-
years ago.
Dude, I just remember
Not more.
hating. I just remember hating
It's
the server
crazy,
room.
yeah. But like my
Walking in that
computer
room,
runs
and
The
like-
Witcher 3 on freaking like medium to high, but I couldn't get past that one part on Mirror's Edge because it was too
So
much
I
for
never
it.
used guns in the first game because
You got-
I wanted
the
I wanted
achievement?
the achievement.
Yeah,
So I'm
Test of
super
Fate.
excited. But we also forgot about the very, very, very beginning of their conference where they showed off a little Mass Effect.
Yes.
Andromeda.
What's happening in this trailer?
It is.
Please someone explain it to me.
It's post Shepard.
Well, yeah, I realize that. And
Recon-
it's a whole other galaxy.
Recolonization. And like there's that part where like you see the N7,
Yeah, like you see the
the
stripe.
armor,
Yeah.
like that, and that hero, if you will, is like climbing up over something, like over the ridge.
Yeah.
And behind him you can see a Krogan. So we know Krogans are still good. So like it's gonna be
The Genophasian killed him.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh.
well,
Mord.
canon is that
Mord.
you cured the Genophage.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like,
And-
yay, I didn't kill
That
him.
means my favorite character died. My second favorite character died.
Who?
Solid, Morden, yeah.
Wait, if you cure the Genophage, Morden died? No,
Yeah.
he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. That's the only way to cure the
That's
Genophage.
the only way to cure it.
is he dies.
If you decide to yourself to kill him,
It's been a minute since I played
that's the only way.
Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
He's
Sorry
supposed
if
to
you
die.
haven't played it yet, but yeah.
I've
Well,
never
Spoiler.
played Mass Effect.
that's years.
And then
you're,
the
you're
assassin
way out
died.
of spoiler territory.
Yeah, I remember that.
That happened.
yeah.
That happened to me literally right after that happened. I was destroyed for the rest of the night. I was like, "Screw you! I'm done right now."
Yeah, so we did see they're bringing back the tank,
Yep.
and so I think it's going to be a lot of colonization.
Come on, Joker! Come back, Joker!
How can he come
Oh,
back?
Joker! I was like, wrong game, bro.
He can't go back.
Plus, they
He was
burned
shown at
it.
the very end.
Of the trailer?
No, of well, he coming
Your
out
Effect
special.
3?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but that's the thing, like, he can't come back. Like,
he totally can.
Depending, like, only two
totally
endings
can.
allowed him to come back, and the canon one, he's dead.
He can come
along with
back.
everyone else.
He can come back.
So
Sorry.
yeah, Mass Effect.
Besides, they resurrect dead bodies all the time in this
Yeah,
series.
and then we
Apparently
sports
so.
and more sports.
And Pele for 20-something minutes.
Oh, and hey, like, so apparently 2K16, the NBA 2K16 is gonna have 3 different covers?
Yeah, Kevin Durant,
Kevin-
James Harden.
James Harden
And Curry, right?
Stephen Curry.
Yeah. It's all about James Harden.
Well, no, it's Westbrook. No, Westbrook is NBA Live.
Live's coming back?
Yeah, Live was back last year.
I know.
Anyway,
So-
so sports.
Sports,
Pele.
Madden, FIFA. With
is Pele on
they're
the cover
having
of
Women's
FIFA
World
now?
Cup now.
Probably
We knew that was coming. Women's World Cup
on FIFA.
on FIFA.
Yeah, quality.
I've been following the Women's World Cup. It's not bad.
Yeah, I like World Cup. I like
not bad.
I like the sport of
Is,
football.
but is
anyway,
is but is FIFA going to pull a Madden and yank Hope Solo like they yanked Ray Rice?
Probably.
Ray Rice and
no, they probably won't. They probably won't. Double standards.
Aaron Hernandez.
They'll probably have double standards.
I don't think they're gonna. Yeah, I don't think they'll pull her because like, soccer's a lot more hardcore than the other sports we play here. It's a lot more hardcore. It's a whole nother world of bullshit when you
Hockey!
get to soccer.
Ah,
So I don't think they're gonna do anything about it. Just be like,
something. I had hockey in my
shit
throat. I'm
happens.
sorry.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. I mean, a dude in hockey died and they brought him back to life and he wanted to go back in the game.
This is true.
That's so like I'm saying, like
only
it's a whole
mutants
nother.
play hockey. Sorry, guys.
It's a whole nother thing. So
Don't forget about rugby.
Don't even
And
get started
then
on
they
rugby.
did show Battlefront,
yes, they did.
which we were super angry about when they first started talking about
I'm
it
still
they were
super
like,
angry
Still
about
kind
it.
of about
they
it.
were like,
but-
oh well, this is not, and this is not, and this is not. But then once we started seeing some gameplay and stuff, like you could see those modes were still there, like Vader against Luke on Hoth or whatever.
That didn't happen.
You know,
They don't.
there's-
But do they have
there's
do they have just a
modes.
full hero mode where you just like all your troops are all like heroes and you just duke it out?
like that's.
That was awesome.
I
That
will
was the best
say
mode
that,
in
like,
2. I'm not even gonna lie. That was the best mode.
EA, like, that Battlefront gameplay was so pretty.
Yeah.
Like,
It was.
the graphics, like, the texture quality and stuff, like, That's gonna be a beast on PC.
It was.
And don't get me wrong,
No
yeah,
question.
like
Made
it
it
looks
PC.
really, really good. But
4K.
like from what I'm seeing, like it's just from what I've been reading, it doesn't seem like it's gonna have nearly as much content as 2.
Probably not.
No, they've
Which
already
is
said
sad.
that.
Which is really, really fucking
Yeah,
upsetting.
it's like, come on, you're going to the third one. It should be bigger.
Like
they're just like, let's
Galactic
make it
Conquest
smaller.
is gone, which sucks because I
Yeah.
love Galactic
It's called
Conquest.
DLC, bruh.
No, I don't want
Already
DLC.
Reddit came on and he was like,
I know.
nah, DLC.
Yeah.
But it's still, he might change his mind.
Maybe.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
When it comes out, and everybody's just like, well, I'm done with this
honestly,
game.
that
already.
That was good for like.
Battlefront was the only thing
yeah.
that made, besides the Mass Effect trailer, the only thing that made the Ubisoft conference for me.
Yeah.
Because then they said that
No,
like
EA
the max,
conference.
the
Yeah.
max players and
That's
stuff
nice.
like that on the
See, I'm
maps
all-
is like
I'm
really
all-
low. I don't remember what the exact number is, but it's just like
'Cause, like,
you can
on-
have these huge
Yeah, on
battles
2
and
you can
they're
have
just
like 32.
yeah,
like,
and
32
there's,
people.
and yeah, and there's a lot less on this new one.
It's all about the power of the PS2, bruh.
Ugh, it's so dumb.
Wow.
So, after EA's
Wow.
meh conference, then we have Ubisoft with my favorite host, Ish Tyler.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know what we forgot?
Who?
Warzone. We forgot the whole Halo Warzone thing. Like
Eh.
it's player versus AI. Like it's just
Eh.
you're fighting AI and players, so everybody's the enemy. It was 34 players, I think.
Yeah.
Was that for Microsoft?
Yeah, that was
I
Microsoft.
missed that
Yeah.
comment.
I was like,
Sorry,
I remember
guys.
it, but I was like, eh. That's
But yeah, so
I did
Aisha,
not remember it.
Aisha Tyler,
best host ever.
Ubisoft.
Celebrity I want to drink with the most.
Ubisoft, they didn't have a lot of like surprises.
You know what they did have? A lot of Tom Clancy.
They had a ton of Tom Clancy. So sorry, they had some
The
Rainbow
world
Six.
doesn't have a ton of Tom Clancy anymore.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, Eric. Bruh.
It's true.
It is true.
The world doesn't have a certain Game of Thrones character.
Ata!
The bear?
The
Yeah,
bear.
The bear.
Yeah,
I think he just went home to his family.
Probably, I'm sure.
It's okay.
he's
Yeah.
living somewhere.
Yeah,
You keep telling yourself that.
He's
Have
on
you
a
seen
farm
you've seen the
somewhere.
video where the people in the car and they're like, "Hi," and the bear's all. That's He's just hanging out in there now.
He was like,
So wait. In The Witcher, do you even like mess with bears?
I haven't played The Witcher.
There's a lot of bears. That you
There
can
is a lot of
kill.
bears. He just goes and pets them.
And it's like, hey, bears.
They're all mauling him. He's just like, it's okay.
It's
Hey,
okay.
man.
I'm
he
here in
likes
your
me.
cave.
Oh, look, he likes me.
I'm here in your cave.
I would just run, just aggro him, just run like into other enemies and just fight them while the bears are with me. Just like, just raise a small town with my army of bears.
So
many stickers.
so
Stickers for everyone.
Ubisoft had, of course, Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, they did show Assassin's Creed, and they announced the multi-switch for characters in more detail
Yep.
as far as how the characters play and stuff like that. So you're gonna have 2 characters.
Then
for
we got
that.
the Division gameplay, which you can totally be a traitor to your friends.
Yeah,
Which I'm
like,
totally gonna do.
that
Don't play
gameplay
with
trailer was ridiculous.
I'll get
Like,
you before you get me.
me. You better.
I remember that trailer ending, and I was just like, scar and betrayal all over again.
What's going to happen
The Garden
is
of Betrayal.
everyone's going to jump in the area. They're just going to turn their guns immediately and just start firing.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to do something to where you can't do that immediately.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Or
how the
it might
gameplay
be
goes.
just one person giving, like, you have the option to betray your friends. Do
Yeah.
you want to?
Yes.
Always.
not playing with David. But yes,
playing with
Yes.
any of these
Auto
guys.
click. Yes.
Remember my answer in the future.
always check here. Always answer yes. No.
But that looks
And
really
then
good.
yeah, Rainbow Six. They did come out and say that the beta's about to start.
And-
you're gonna get Vegas 1 and 2.
yeah, and you get Vegas 1 and
And-
2 when you buy Rainbow Six,
and-
which
and-
is so good.
Yeah, because both
And-
those games are sick.
And that girl was really cute.
Okay.
That I was super distracting.
I was.
She was talking about.
I'll show you it.
She was talking about Rainbow Six.
And I
and
was
you were
just
just
like, I can't. You're so
I was like, I
cute.
want to look. I gameplay yes, but she was weirdly attractive. It was
I
weird.
didn't see it, I guess.
I was at work. I missed the conference. I was getting updates on Kotaku.
She was cute, but it looks good. And
You
the
mean you
beta.
were getting updates on the Strictly Nerd site, right? The Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was following the Facebook
I was
We
following,
did
I was following
live-
the Twitter and the Facebook page.
We live
covered it.
tweeted and Facebook
page. Yeah.
all weekend for you
following
guys.
all your guys' posts.
Yeah, it was fun.
Not a team
And
player.
I couldn't type back.
I don't know how to do the Facebooks.
Because I was like, I would be like, oh man, this is so cool, Twitter. And by the time I had something witty to go along with it, I was already a game behind and I was like, shit. And I was like, I got to the point where I was just like, facts. No more wit for me.
Yeah.
I'm wasting my time here.
But,
Oh shit, we missed the new Killzone guys game.
no,
That's
that's not.
not
It's
yet.
Sony.
That's
Sony. We're on.
Calm
we're
down.
not on Sony
Calm
yet.
down.
Anyway.
Spoiler alert, David's trying to ruin our show.
Dang it.
Anyway, so
Things are just happening so fast.
and then they had something that I was super excited for. A new IP called For Honor.
Oh, yes. It's like
Ubisoft game?
HEMA. Like,
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was a
see
sword fighting game.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Samurai Knight.
It's Vikings?
Vikings.
medieval knights,
Samurai.
samurai.
I forgot the fourth.
I can't remember the fourth one. But, like, when they were demoing it, it's 4v4
There's
with
armies.
AI.
There's
So it
AI
looks kind of like Dynasty Warriors. So you're able to fight the AI, but eventually you're gonna run into a player. And so they're like going right, and it was a samurai versus one of the knights, and knowing that we had been looking at German longswords, I was like, oh, because I could already see him like doing certain moves.
I did the same thing
And
when
I
I
was
was
like-
playing The Witcher 3.
I was like, oh, and to the point where like he takes some dude down, but he's holding the blade, and he's just like, boom, and he hits him with the short end
Yeah.
by the hilt, and then he's just like, Gah! And he pulls it out, and I was
And
like,
it's like, "Whoa!"
yeah. So
and the
it's
guy
this
who presented
crazy,
it,
like,
the guy that presented it was a boss because he came out with his cane with a long Viking beard.
yeah, he fit the part like perfect.
And then he was like, "You can play this beta tonight."
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, which another one.
well,
was like,
at E3,
yeah,
Yeah.
but
It's
no,
still cool.
the game looks really
yeah,
good. Like,
super excited about
super high detail, and then just the idea of being able to square up with somebody.
that. And it
in,
takes
like,
2 hits to kill your person. It's like Deadliest Warrior.
Yeah, it's super like accurate. Like,
That was really cool.
But then,
So,
and then there was
check
another
that
one,
out.
but
That's
I can't remember if this is Ubi or EA now. Unravel. You played as a little.
Wasn't it Sony?
No, it was called Unravel. So you played as a little yarn.
Yeah, I
kid.
know what you're talking about.
But it's not Sony. It was either Ubi or EA. I think it might have been EA. But you play as just a little yarn thing. And,
Yeah.
And he has this little yarn thing right behind him, and he throws it. It's kind of like Sackboy a little bit.
It looked exactly. It was a side scroller, and it looked very.
It was really
like,
cool.
Very visually like the Little Big Planet or whatever.
I
But
missed all of this.
This was really cool.
Like
I'm
it
so
looked
lost right
amazing.
now.
Like because the graphics on it, I said like it was super realistic looking. Like you're running through like a yard and all this kind of stuff. And he has a string of yarn behind him the entire time.
I thought the papercraft one.
But you can use the string to like throw it up onto a hook and then swing yourself down and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
That's cool.
It looks amazing. Like I was super excited about that game.
It might have been EA.
I think it was EA because I don't remember that.
But then at Ubisoft, though, at the very, very end, we had a huge open world game. We're like, what the heck is this? Ghost Recon.
Oh my god!
Ghost
yeah,
Recon. Tom
that was
Clancy again.
ridiculous. Like,
Just like Tom Clancy, Ghost Recon.
yeah, yeah. Like they're like, oh, you can take a hands-on, like a full-on assault approach, stealth approach, ambush approach, and it's the stupid open.
It's like
world
GTA
game,
Online
doing one
almost.
mission. Like think like how you do a Hitman mission,
Yeah.
and then like at the end, it's like Ghost Recon. I was like, what?
Wow.
Yeah.
Super cool.
So that was really cool. We didn't really see too much.
We
besides
saw the
that.
new Just Dance, and then Just Dance is gonna have a subscription service that you can get.
And then we had
all the
a
music.
horrible guy come sing. I don't even know who it was.
I don't know that guy was.
I forgot. He was a horrible singer. I died on the
Yeah,
inside.
so
And then Aisha Tyler with him was funny. She's like, not all my people can dance. And just rolled over dead.
so yeah, I mean, so Ubisoft was fairly, I would say, predictable.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good.
Yeah,
It's better than EA's was.
yeah, oh yeah. So then we went to.
So
me
we-
and Lance actually went to the theater for this one as an experience,
And it was pretty good. We got free stuff.
It was all right.
What is it?
I got we got a Batman skin, like $5 off of something
poster.
on Batman, and a poster, and then like an EA little circle thing. Like
EA Battlefront Circle.
That's kind of
it
cool.
was all right.
Pretty neat.
And,
No.
and 7 days free playing Shadow Colossus.
What?
7 days of the streaming service to play Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say like, whoa.
That's what I was thinking, I was like,
whoa,
wait. What about Shadow of the Colossus?
So
It was announced
they.
as you can play it again.
Not
I feel
Bioshock
like-
kid.
Oh no.
So
Don't do
Sony
that to
came
me.
out, right?
Sony came out like Microsoft. Game.
But
Game.
the problem I felt between like what Microsoft was doing and what Sony was doing was Microsoft had like a super accurate AR, and they were just like boom, 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 boom. They were on target. I felt like Sony was more of like a Gatling gun, like back in the Samurai Wars. It's just like tick, 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 and it was just like.
Well, because first of all, the president's like, so we got this long-awaited game you guys want, and people immediately knew.
No, let's not get there yet. Let's not
It was
get
the
there.
first thing of the conference.
Wait, knew what? Knew
It was
what?
the first game of the conference they showed.
Knew
Was
what?
it?
Yeah.
I don't remember that being the first.
I don't
one.
think so.
It
'cause
was.
We were watching
I can
it
only
for a
lean so
while.
far forward here.
I'm gonna totally show you the conference and be right, like I was about again about the Last Guardian being released or being told.
Oh no, Last Guardian was the first.
Yeah, that's what I was talking
okay,
about.
yeah. Last
What
Guardian.
else do you think I was talking
Okay,
about?
I like
Come
how
on.
that kid ran.
That's the
in
only-
the Game Boy. He ran all
Going somewhere
doofy.
else. Yes.
Last Guardian was very
And
interesting.
again,
Showed.
If
I
the
lost my
Guardian
shit.
dies, we riot. Like
Yeah.
He'll die.
that's just how that happens.
And of course, like one of my friends said on the Facebook post when I was
Excuse
just
me.
like, "Oh, the Last Guardian's finally coming." He was just like, "Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it." And I was like, "Yeah."
Bam. I
that's
totally
true.
called that, by the way. I won E3. Anyway,
Because they freaking announced it. Like, how long ago did they announce that
PS2,
game?
bruh.
6.
It's
7?
been
PS3.
a long
They announced
effing
it-
time.
I want to say
7
they
years
announced it around the time they
7
announced
years ago.
15, like Final Fantasy 15.
7 years ago.
Mm.
They announced 7 years ago.
Wow.
But so we see the feather, we see the thing. But what if if the kid, like if you die as the kid, what if we see like the little puppy kitty thing just sad?
Oh.
It's like I don't want to die anymore.
He just sitting there, doesn't know how to complete the puzzle. Is just like
And what I like about
Wait
Last Guardian,
to die.
so we got gameplay, is the fact that even though it looks kind of like PS3 still, but they didn't change it a thing, and it was great.
I had an issue with some of the textures. Like I felt like the feathers and
it
stuff.
looks
were
very
like,
unfinished.
Yeah, super unfinished.
But
which,
it looked just like. 'cause I went back and watched the first trailer from 7 years ago, and it looks the same.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I was telling like my wife was watching it and she didn't know what was going on, but I was telling her because I was just like, it's funny because Shadow of the Colossus like came out on the PS2.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this doesn't look a lot different from PS2.
Yeah.
But it's still visually appealing to me.
Yeah.
And I'm
Oh, yeah.
still into it. Like, yeah, I'll play the shit out of that. But it didn't look a lot different from Shadow
And then
of the Colossus.
Shuhei came out, was like, I'm so excited, and thank you, Ueda-san, for being here, which is good because there was some talk about them not being, together. So even though Team Ico's kind of disbanded, at least Ueda's still on the project. So
Yeah.
it was great. And then immediately, here's another game.
Yeah, like I said, it was just a Gatling gun, and some hit, some missed.
The next game, what was it? After Last Guardian there was so much.
That Killzone game.
No. Yes, it was. Horizon Dawn.
Horizon Dawn, which was another hit.
Super hit, like really
Guerrilla.
good.
Okay, so Guerrilla Games we know made Killzone. They somehow secretly took their company and made two teams without anybody really noticing, and this other new team made Horizon,
Horizon Dawn.
and holy crap, looks amazing. The visuals are really stunning. It's post world because the whole thing
Yes.
is
There's buildings of leaves.
She talks about the buildings going up and everything, and then all of a sudden everything going dark.
Yeah. It's
And
like
it's-
super post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, everything's
But then,
overgrown.
Like nature's taken over
Yeah.
like again,
And
but it's
then,
weird because you have
robot
like,
nature.
Yeah, you got like robot, like organic creatures,
Robot dinosaurs.
and that's
Exactly. That's what I said. I was like, robot dinosaurs? I'm in.
and that's the thing. Like
Well, I think
whatever's
it's-
going on in this
Grimlock.
world, because clearly we don't know, but like she was referring to like that first creature when she was like doing like the stealth thing through the grass. Like she was like, "I'm sorry," like she was like
Yeah, exactly.
apologizing to, like,
Like
treating
it
it
was-
like it was an
like it
actual
was alive.
animal.
I'm
It's
sorry.
like-
I'm sorry, little one. But I can't
Yeah,
let you call.
like-
She said, "I'm sorry, little one. I can't let you call."
Yeah,
it."
like she was like, you're doing like, don't come over here, don't come over here, I don't want to hurt you, and it was like, I have to now.
I think what we're seeing is it's kind of a Matrixy feel. Like
yeah.
there's the mind, and the mind sends out those to harvest what it needs to continue.
And they should
Because
find a big dinosaur.
are they supposed to be like living creatures mixed with technology,
See,
or are they supposed to be
that's
full
the thing.
technology?
We have no
because
idea.
it could just be that mankind has developed the kind of like the way we look at animals.
We cloned Jurassic World.
We look at like
Put
these
robots
robots,
in
and you kind of
Mosasaurus.
still, you even though they're actually robots, you still kind of have that sympathy for them because they have some kind of AI or
And
something.
then she fought a bigger robot.
Well, that's
which
the thing.
Was awesome.
yeah,
And like apparently when like they were showing that whole like that fight between her and like that huge, for all lack of words, T-Rex looking thing.
yeah.
Like apparently there are 24 ways, like destructible elements on that
Yeah.
one creature, and like there was like I want to say they said like 10 to 11 different ways you can kill that thing.
And then how many different weapons you could use with it.
Yeah, like that was insane. Like when it showed her like slide underneath it and like shoot that thing and like
Yeah.
it blew up. Like there were like 24 different areas on that thing you could just destroy to like
Yeah.
expose a weakness.
Which is
on
awesome
it.
because it's specific areas where
Yeah.
it's not just like this is its hitbox.
Yeah.
hit it anywhere. It's
Yeah.
kind of very
And
specific.
then it got to the point where they started showing some of the tech that it has, and they used that that zip line launcher.
Yeah.
And she was able to like to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like pinned him
pinning it.
down.
Yeah.
Just
And-
causing that shit.
And then she shanked it.
She pinned him down, and she was just like, boop.
And then like
Too
then she took that fucking thing off of it, like that
Oh, the
huge
gun-
fuck off cannon.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Shot him
oh
with
my
it. Yeah.
god.
It just cannon. Go see the gameplay. It was that.
Yeah, like,
it
if
was
you didn't
so
see that
good.
one, you're missing
It was
out. That's
so
gonna
good.
be a
and
really
the seamless
big IP.
transition from
The cutscene to the actual
into
gameplay.
the game.
Yeah, it was like
It's
story,
super
story,
Uncharted.
drop, and just boom.
It was
Yeah,
super
that was one
Uncharted
of
in
the
the way
big
it did it.
ones. That was-
super Uncharted.
That was one of the big ones for me in the conference because I was just like, wow, and that's one because it was like I said, it was a new IP.
Yeah.
So you're just like, what is this?
And by the guys who did Killzone, we were
Yeah.
like, boom.
Yeah.
It looked
And then
really,
we,
really good.
and then after that, we had Quizzle Bash come out.
Quizzle Bash.
Yeah, that's his last name, which is my favorite last name of all time now.
Quizzle Bash.
His name was Quizzle Bash.
Sounds like a Batman
I
villain.
forgot the first name.
I'm Quizzlebash.
I forgot the first
Quizzle
name.
me this, Batman.
No, it wouldn't be Batman. It would be like Mexico's version of Batman. He'd be like, it would be Batman Wells' villain. It's not the Riddler.
Batman Well from the Tick?
Yeah, it's Batman Wells' version of the Riddler. Because it couldn't be Batman. Because Batman has Riddler.
Quizzle Bash.
There's like Quizzle.
But he showed off.
Batman Well.
So he showed off.
I love the Tick, by the way.
Yeah, but who's been a Tick reference in the past 10 years?
He has.
Brian right there.
This guy.
So then he showed off. I believe it was Street Fighter V first, right?
Yes.
So Street Fighter V, Sony exclusive only. We saw Cammy. We knew
And
Cammy.
Birdie.
And Birdie.
Did you guys see the glitch? The
Little bit.
visual glitch?
Yeah.
Like, apparently, whenever you select a female character in the player 2 slot, they had a visual glitch at the conference where, like, they had, like, crazy boob physics for
Oh,
it.
I see. I wasn't sure if
Yeah.
that was a glitch or not, but because it showed Cammy, and they
Yeah.
were like, "Well, Cammy's wearing a sports bra.
Yeah.
Chun Li isn't because she's all." and you just want to be like, "Calm your tits."
Whoa, Chun-Li.
She does a spin kick and her own breast knocks her out.
Yeah, no. That's a glitch until they're gonna weigh whether or not people respect.
Well, that's the
like,
thing.
they're just like, okay,
they
it was
already showed it because like they went back and they were like, well, they switched it. Had player 1 choose Chun-Li and player 2 choose Cammy, and in player 2 you can totally see the same thing happen to Cammy, and then
Cammy's, like,
and then
smaller
player
boobs.
1 is just static, like it's just
Wow.
straight static with Chun-Li.
What if you're Ryu?
Way to go.
You just got crazy pec physics.
Anyway, so we knew that was going to happen. It's exclusive only to Sony, the Street Fighter V, which I'm not a huge Street Fighter fan anymore. I've kind of got out of
Yeah,
it.
I'm kind of burned on Street Fighter.
But it's
I
cool.
love Street Fighter.
Except
I like fighting games.
except for Ryu and Smash. I will not. I love that.
well, I love fighting games,
Yeah,
and I like
sure.
playing.
But
I like
that's
playing
not-
Alex in fighting games. So
We didn't even talk about the Nintendo World
even though I know I'm gonna
Championships.
lose.
Yeah.
Reggie used Ryu really badly. Really badly.
We'll talk about it a little bit in Nintendo.
And then after Street Fighter V, then Media Molecule came out. So we're like, oh, what's Media Molecule doing? And this is weird, super weird. And they were like, you're gonna get confused by this, but we want to show you this. So where it's like claymation. You sculpt-
Dream.
It's called Dreams.
Oh, yeah,
I was
that
gonna
game
ask-
looked cool.
I was gonna call it Dreams in the end, but so he was sculpting stuff, and then you can animate it, and then they showed a trailer of it, which was like Life is But a Dream, which was really awesome.
Yeah.
But that if for someone who wants to create, if you love Little Big Planet, you'll love this game. It can't be Nightmare Fuel though because
It's
all
like a
user
claymation
created.
3D animation.
It's
so
supposed to be
cool.
like
it's like
Very
a ZBrush,
strange.
like a ZBrush.
yeah.
Yes,
They want the way he described it is that feeling of lucid dreaming, where your dreams shift and you feel that shift, and all of a sudden you're doing something else, and that's the kind of environment they want to build where you're
Yeah.
kind of doing something, and then boom, oh my god, I'm doing this, and then oh boom, and then I'm doing this. But in the end, like the trailer comes back around, and all of the dreams they had
Were together.
had
Yeah.
been meshed into one.
with the polar bear playing piano. Check it out.
Yeah, it was like the dude playing the piano to the polar bear to the like speeder
Space
bike
scene,
race,
yeah.
and then from
To
the speeder-
a teddy bear killing zombies.
teddy bear killing zombies,
And
then-
then back to the
and then back to the piano. And the piano guy had turned into a panda,
They're polar
and
bear.
the stuffed animal or polar bears. Thank you.
And the stuffed animals
and
and
the
the-
stuffed animals were the bears and the zombies,
And then there was
and
a
the bike
bike.
was by the piano.
Yeah.
So it kind of made this like weird.
It was really cool. I'm definitely interested in trying it.
I don't know how much I feel about that. How the way they show the control. Like you hold the controller like so, and then you draw like this. Like
Yeah.
that was really weird.
Maybe they'll change something where you use the touchpad instead.
That would be easier, but the touchpad's so small. Like, but
We'll see. I'm
we'll
super
see.
excited.
They're still
about it.
super
It's
early.
Media Molecule.
Yeah,
Like,
Media Molecule's
they'll
not
figure
a
it
bad
out.
company.
Besides Bethesda, Media Molecule can't almost do anything bad either.
I mean, because look at all the like the level creator in Little Big Planet. I mean, It
Exactly.
seemed like it was gonna be rough, but I mean, it got better as the game went on. So I mean,
I love
I think
playing all the
we're at the
different
point
levels.
now where they got their shit under control.
Beat 'em off is awesome.
Like, they'll figure out something.
And then we had No Man's Sky,
No Man's Sky
yes, the game
Which-
looks so good.
which I'm hit or miss on because
was like
they were like, they only gave me 3 minutes. I'm like, why?
74,000 quintillion planets.
Yeah, I knew. I
Like,
already
there's
know.
like
Something ridiculous.
They're gonna score us
there's,
with-
there's such a slim chance that like any one of us would ever visit the same planet.
Yeah.
Maybe. But they showed some space battle, cool, but they didn't show enough of it. Then they didn't show a lot of what the purpose. They said the purpose is to get to the center of the galaxy, but they didn't really show like some like purpose besides just exploring.
Yeah.
They didn't show everything who I dubbed the new Peter Molyneux. Show us everything that he says that could be
A
done.
little bit of combat.
Peter Molyneux,
Not a
I hate
lot.
that guy.
It's
so,
just
so there's a lot to be.
the
lot
most
to be done
amazing
there.
thing about
Supposed
that
to have
game
sights
is the
in
transition
Fable
between
3.
space
Supposed to have
and
I know.
landing on Earth, and you're like in a space battle, and then you can actually land on one of these planets, and then you're exploring the planet, and that's always been the coolest thing about it, or just like amazing.
Yeah,
about
like
it.
they did a really good job with like the entry, like
we
the heat
knew this,
entry and
yeah.
stuff like that.
That's
and
nothing
But
new.
we knew this already. That's
It's
the
nothing new.
It's like, come on, show me a purpose. Show me,
Yeah, exactly.
show me shooting this animal. You can shoot the rocks, cool. Show me shooting animals. Show me. You said you could trade.
Give me a direction.
You can do something.
Also,
like that.
I was like, holy crap, because the ship that he landed in looked like an X-Wing.
Yeah.
And he
And
turns
there was a
around
walker.
and ATSTs come up, and I was just like, wow, that's just...
Someone's
I don't know
getting
if that was
sued?
just unfortunate that
Someone
those
get-
happen to be together. but-
Mickey Mouse is on your ways.
We got a problem, see?
but he was like, I'm gonna. He was like, I'm gonna pick a random planet. Hope this doesn't fail. So he picked. It was pretty cool, but it'd be stuff we already knew. But the space battle is the only thing that we could get into the middle of a two warring faction, just kill them all. So, and then after No Man's Sky, what was after No Man's Sky? Adam came out.
Yeah,
Drew
Adam-
Carey too.
Awkward Adam. The
Drew
dude's
Carey
so
too.
awkward.
Drew Carey too.
Yeah, he's so awkward.
Awkward.
He lost weight. He was cool.
He's the blonde guy who comes out. He's always all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I know
Then we-
exactly.
then
who
we
you're
had,
talking
So
about.
they came out with the Taken King,
Destiny.
Yeah.
and he was trying
Taken
to connect
King.
with people.
I got Taken King right here.
It's David King. Guy.
David King, Taken King. Someone's new Twitter handle. No.
Oh hell.
No,
it? And then
and
they
he
have
came
to
out
buy
and he
it
tried
from
to
you.
relate. He was like, I just got my blah 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 last night, 34. And everybody's like, woo! Because you know what?
The one guy in the back of the crowd. Yeah, man.
I got that too.
No, he said he was missing that.
I want to say a name, and I know I just blew myself. Like I wanted
No,
to say that.
No.
Phrasing.
No.
But they watched the show. They watched the show, so I can't.
You probably know who you are then.
And you know, you can't say phrasing. Like you know what that's from.
What?
Like I just blew myself. It's from Arrested Development, but I'll tell you in a second.
We'll
I'll tell you.
explain
It's.
that.
I wanted to drop someone's name there, who once we show you the picture, you'll know what we're talking about. But that I feel like it was that guy. Like he was that guy in the crowd. Who's like, yeah, man. Woo! You're doing a good job.
So yeah, they
showed
they
some
showed
Taken King.
you're gonna have digital edition, digital collector's edition, and physical collector's edition where you're gonna get a replica stage coin, maps, stuff like that. He does not like Destiny. I'm actually back kind of into Destiny. I've been
I
playing
love
with
Destiny,
Josh.
but then I was like,
I just started again, so
don't
It's
do it
okay.
to yourself.
But you get all those cool like Egyptian god like clothes now. Like that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
working my way back into it. This is negativity is bringing me down.
Because it's Destiny, and I was super disappointed with Destiny.
So,
But then they came out with Assassin's Creed trailer, play as a female.
yeah, they got to announce.
I'm
the
done with Assassin's Creed.
stuff.
I do not care.
I might play Syndicate.
Yeah,
I'm
I've been
gonna-
kind of burnt out on it. Like
I didn't play
Black,
Unity.
Black Flag was like my favorite one because you could be a pirate.
Yeah.
So
and
it's
the,
just
and
like
the sea combat was really cool.
pirate. Yeah, but then I haven't really played it. Since
played
then.
Rogue.
But this one is like I really like the era, Victorian era, and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, this one looks cool.
There's like, don't mess with Evie, because she's the more badass, apparently.
Yeah.
She's the one that's an assassin, probably more than he is. Because he's more up front, apparently, and she's more of, I'm going to shank you from the shadows.
He's like the street warfare kind of guy, and she's the target eliminating.
But she was bad with the cane sword, that was so cool.
Yeah.
But
She did
it was
really
just a
well.
trailer. We don't have a release date for it either, which I'm happy because maybe we'll get some distance on some Assassin's Creeds.
Oh, thank God. Give me just distance from other games for crying.
I just don't want Assassin's Creed every year. Like
I don't want a COD on this crap. And then they showed World of Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah,
A little chibi Final Fantasy, which I think will be Maple Story.
I am down with that shit though. I gotta say, like, I was
Whoa,
watching
wait,
that
Maple
and I was
Story.
just
It looks like
like
it might be like.
I was
Maple
like,
Story,
this looks
Final Fantasy.
cutesy and
MMO?
adorable, and I'm gonna play it.
They didn't say so. They didn't say it was an MMO, but it looks and feels like Maple Story, Final Fantasy.
What's the thing like? No, I'm not even gonna say that.
They even said-
this is gonna be on the internet forever.
It's a
so never
transition
mind.
between chibi and
And
then
then
you can
adult.
switch to the Kingdom Hearts. It's
Yeah.
like 100% Kingdom Hearts style, art style.
Huh.
So it's like Kingdom Hearts, then chibi.
What was the name of this game?
World
of Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And then and they showed it's gonna be on the Vita, which there's a Vita mention. Vita's still alive.
Hooray!
It means life, guys. It means life.
no one cares.
And then they're
No
like,
one's gonna buy the Vita over a 3DS.
and then
Come on.
and then Adam Boyd's like, well, you know, a couple years ago, Square Enix made this game that everyone liked, and you know what? Everyone just started, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
And then he went, like smacked everybody.
And we got a trailer, and then like in the theater, the
that
guy, he
Oh my
immediately
God.
called it.
with me.
Yeah.
No.
He was like, oh no. Oh no. He was like, you better not be fucking with me. Like he was just going crazy.
And then
That was me at home yelling in my wife's ear.
and then it just shows
you know that whole.
it
like,
shows the trailer, and then it shows just Barrett walking with the gun on.
well, because it was a whole bunch of like Midgar kind of stuff, and you're
Shinra.
like, this could be anything.
Dude,
Shinra.
no,
You're
it showed the
Shinra.
slide. It showed the slide,
But,
like the
yeah.
Midgar slide. Like
And it
that
showed
was so
Shinra.
cool.
It showed Shinra.
And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
but, like the
That's what I
moment that
knew.
it's just 100% clicked is when you see Barrett's gun,
arm.
and then it does the doo doo.
And
Yeah,
then
and then you see Cloud.
And then everyone's losing their shit, thinking, what the fuck, and then they're like, remake.
Yeah.
And that's what set people off.
Because someone asked me, they were just like, yeah, well, you know, they did a tech demo for PS3, and I was like, it said remake.
Yeah,
It was like,
and
so-
someone else I know was like, oh, I thought it was going to be a movie because I thought movie.
So
Yeah.
Until,
I wouldn't mind that having children.
everybody loves this idea, and everybody's so hyped.
But-
Everybody's like, Sony wins E3 because
But-
of Final Fantasy VII. We have no development time frame.
Nope.
We have no ETA on any kind of release, so we're looking at maybe 17 or 18.
Also, the main thing that is annoying me is it's play it first on PS4. So
It'll be
that
on
means
Xbox.
that it's going to be on other
PC.
systems. It'll be on
At
PC
least.
or Xbox.
I don't mind
at
that.
least, yeah.
I don't mind that.
I
don't.
would say PC at least. Xbox is a stretch.
But everybody, because like,
might
'cause
be
there's
'cause
this,
the
you
Square
know,
Enix and
everybody's just
Xbox
like,
are
oh, they
better,
killed it
better.
because of Final Fantasy VII, and like Final Fantasy VII isn't exclusive to it. It's just play it first there. So
Yeah.
Well,
you can play
you
it
really
on
can't
other
get
systems.
exclusives as much
now,
anymore.
a lot of people are now starting to
I'm
get
gonna get
worried
that.
because
Of their-
stories are coming out, and they're like, "Yeah, we're going to revamp the combat
Everything.
system."
that would be
Everything.
horrible. I don't.
I
Yeah, I
want
heard
a
they were-
revamped combat
I
system.
heard they were, like, from what I'm hearing,
I
they're
do.
redoing the
I
whole game
want
ground
it.
up for PS4.
I want a revamped combat.
Well,
I love turn-based a long time
but the
ago.
thing
I'm
is,
out of turn-based.
it could be the fact that they said remake and not remaster.
yeah.
Because a lot of games are remastered that are just pretty much new graphics on
Yeah.
an old game. This is a remake, so that means that it could be.
As long as they don't, if they keep him dressing up as a woman scene, if they keep,
They gotta keep that in
If they
there,
keep
yeah.
that stuff, and if they revamp the fighting system, I'm fine with revamping because I love turn-based style. I loved it when I was a kid.
But see, the
but
thing
I'm
is-
out of that genre.
I'm
now.
not. If they change it to the newer Final Fantasy fighting styles, like I'm not going to be into it as much because I don't like.
I'll
it.
probably be into it more and more.
Like
likely.
I do
Why
not
not?
like that.
Why not just do
4K no loss.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
make it optional.
That might be really hard.
I don't think so because
That
the
might be really
older
hard.
fighting system is so simple though.
It's a lock.
It might be a lot harder.
It's a
though.
lock. You just can't run, and you pick your abilities.
That
It's
might be a lot
lock.
harder in my
Yeah.
opinion. It might be because if they're gonna revamp the whole thing, they might not just be like, let's just leave it
yeah,
out.
I mean,
People are gonna
anyway.
buy it regardless.
yeah, I'll play it no matter what.
I mean, I'll play it even if
just
it's
gonna-
still turn-based. I might just
Yeah.
not finish it though.
So
I will. Turn-based.
I just hope they
everybody
keep
got
the-
their collective.
Well, I hope they keep
minds
the
from
character
being
unlock
lost.
way.
I think they might
Like,
keep that. Yeah.
like I hope they keep like Vincent like that secret unlock. Like
Oh,
that'd be
yeah.
awesome. Or like the way you go about
We'll
getting
see.
the characters will still be the same way. That'd be really cool.
we'll see. I'll play it just because they're remaking it.
Oh yeah,
But-
I'm gonna play the crap.
And then they talked about Kickstarter and Octodad and all these games that were made by Kickstarter, and then I thought,
Octodad.
it's gonna be Castlevania Bloodstain, and they're like, nope, Shenmue 3. And everyone who loved that game, myself, lost their motherfucking minds.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's very, very, very true.
And then Sony got real shady.
is like me and Eric were talking about, this whole Kickstarter thing. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's on Kickstarter. The thing was funded for the $2 million it wanted
before the
conference was over.
Yeah.
problem is we gave Sony money.
You
We
were
didn't give Shenmue
funding
money.
you were funding a game for Sony to make because Sony was already on board. They were just like, we're not going to give you the money to make this game. You got to get it. So they were like, go to Kickstarter. So we basically gave Sony money to make a game, which is really in my mind like
Crappy
kind of
because that's what they
fucked
should
up.
be doing
It's
anyway.
super
So-
underhanded, yeah.
So, but it's kind of like look at Super Troopers. Paramount's like, we won't distribute it unless you get the money for it.
But
Sony-
the difference
but
between
Sony could be like, we won't distribute unless you give us the money.
yeah.
It's the same thing. You're talking about different media, which
No, no,
is
no,
still
no,
the
no,
same
no.
thing.
$2 million is not enough to make Shenmue 3. Shenmue was made for like $34 million dollars.
It was one of the most expensive games ever made.
So what Sony wanted was a down payment.
Yes.
They also, though, and I'm still fine with this. They also wanted to gauge entrance still because they were like,
But they could have just announced that they were interested in making it, and they would have been able to get the
it'll be a
interest.
Final Fantasy VII thing all over again, where they say, oh well, you know, here's a troll, here's something we want to make, but we don't want to, and it
But
becomes
just
something that
shows
never
you-
gets released.
It shows you like a good example is freaking the Deadpool movie. They were just like, hey, look at what could have become, and it caused such a stir that they were like, here you go, Deadpool, make it.
They just didn't want to go that route. I'm
Exactly.
totally
Which
fine
is-
with
I-
this.
I think it's
I didn't
I'm not saying I'm gonna hate on the game or anything. I'm just saying it was kind of underhanded.
Yeah.
I think it was a business move. I think it was a good business move. I don't fault Sony at all
Shady
for it.
business move.
It was shady, but it was a good business move. They got the money.
Shady.
That's all that matters.
But yeah, like I've never played the Shenmue game, so I wasn't as excited about it. But it's cool that they're making a new one.
I'm super. It was more of a cult classic than anything.
Yeah, I love
But I
Shenmue.
love Shenmue, and
Yeah.
I didn't go to the Kickstarter just because I knew I was going to
Dreamcast,
get
bro.
it.
I should have a really weird thought.
What's that?
Has nothing to do with this.
Okay.
Okay, well then we'll hold on to it. Here.
Yeah.
The Rare, what was that on? Did we skip that?
That was Microsoft. Yeah.
okay. We skipped Rare.
Yeah, I forgot about
They were
it.
30 years. That's super cool. The
They're
collection, yeah.
Pretty much re-releasing a bunch of Rare games. Which at first I was just like,
Conquer.
what's happening to Rare? Like
Battletoads. Remember we were talking about that? Like all
Well,
the
we
games
just
that made
talked
it so
about it.
angry,
Yeah.
and now they're like, oh yeah, you can crash
weren't-
your
don't-
your
you guys
little
level-
air bike in Battletoads in
I
HD.
saw that
Level
they have
4
they have a
Battletoads.
pin that GameStop employees are getting that says "Ask me about Battletoads,"
Nice.
and it's for that game.
Because of all the prank
Because
calls
of all
they
the
got.
prank calls, yeah, it actually says "Ask me about Battletoads" now.
I remember that year when I actually
48
gave
years,
Derek the cartridge. Like, what was that Secret Santa we had? I was like, here you go, man. Happy Merry Christmas. And I just gave him Battletoads.
The best Battletoads thing, because the stores used to call each other and prank each other to try to make them look up, ask them about Battletoads. The best story we ever had was Matt found a Battletoads SKU still hidden in the POS system. Don't know how, but then he called our other friend at another store and was like, hey, can I get a SKU check? And he was like, yeah, man, what do you got? And he was all, da-da-da-da-da-da. And he was like, F you.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
That is my favorite Battletoads story ever.
That's so good. So,
But yeah, so back to
Sony after the amazing announcement of back-to-back Final Fantasy VII, Shenmue 3, Kickstarter, then we kind of taken a dip a bit.
Because then we go into.
We actually
Nintendo.
forgot about Firewatch as well. Firewatch, because there's so many. Firewatch was after, I believe, No Man's Sky.
Yeah, Firewatch actually is pretty cool. It's a kind of it's one of the guys from Telltale.
Yep.
And it's a dynamic. It's supposed to be more about a personal relationship. Like you're like
Between
a
you and a
Firewatch.
radio. A
Yeah.
person on radio.
yes, yeah, okay. I
And
was
so
trying to
it's
think
kind
of
of
what
this
game you were
open
talking
world,
about.
like suspense kind of
Yeah.
thing going on.
I'm excited about it. It looks
It
good.
looks
was like, "Are you in
it's
the tower?"
super
No.
stylized.
No.
Then who is?
But who was phone?
It's the bear from Game of Thrones.
Then who was phone?
So then after we jump back ahead to we get more of Andrew House comes out, British dude. Oh, we get Batman. We get a new trailer for Batman.
Yeah.
Scarecrow missions.
However,
you
I think
shoot
that
up a diner full of people.
that trailer revealed way
Right.
too much. It's fine. I'll get it. That's fine. I think that trailer revealed too much. I think we should have left it alone.
Death of Batman. That's all it said. So it's like,
Yeah, this is
I
this
do-
is how the Batman
This
died
is
or
how
whatever.
Batman
And they showed the
died.
Joker being cremated, pretty much.
which was sad. But I do like the fact that the Nightmare missions look really cool. First person shooter, and you shot up a diner full of people.
Innocent people
Innocent people.
who
But
are also trying to kill you.
but-
But I mean,
Well, because you started shooting them.
well, for all I know, like they're under the same influence. They're seeing this crazy nightmare
That's
fuel
true.
as well. I mean,
That's true.
I mean, all thing we did was walk back there, see the mystical murder bag, and then Albert flew.
That's what happens when you see mystical murder bags.
Mystical murder bags, you lose your shit.
And then we had Andrew House come out, and he was talking about Spotify. And then something I think is a monstrous idea was their PlayStation View. They announced a la carte channel subscription. That's big, because no one's ever done that. So you can just buy one channel at a time. You don't need a cable package. So they're the first major company to actually try to snip your cord. Snip that cable cord.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big thing. I mean, Apple tried to do it, but they couldn't figure it out. Or they're still working
With
on
their
it.
Apple TV.
Yeah, and the Sling Blocks can do it, but they still have bundles and stuff. So having the a la carte is really interesting. And I think it's going to be pretty cool to have that. And if it comes here, I'm definitely more interested in doing that. And then after we talk about that, then we get into Disney Infinity. And I was so disappointed.
On Sony's?
That's probably Sony's.
Yeah.
That's where Sony put the. That's where they put the Disney Infinity thing on Sony.
It was
Star
like
Wars.
it was like -1.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars. They were all.
They tried to
They
show off,
wanted the Star Wars hype. They wanted to ride on that Star Wars.
and they were like, "Here's Amiibos or Disney
and
Infinity
it was
Amiibos."
Clone
crap.
Wars and Episode 4,
Yeah,
I think is where they were.
Oh, and the
and
Rebels.
Boba Fett.
Rebels is on there too.
Well,
Star
no,
Wars
the
Rebels.
first two games are
Oh,
Clone
yeah,
Wars
yeah.
and Episode Rise of the Empire. Or
And
something
they
like
showed collectible figures like Boba Fett, and
Well, I thought you meant like the characters that they're releasing for
No.
it.
then it was so disappointing. It's like, ugh. But then Battlefront came. We're like,
Battlefront-
yeah,
we saw some more Battlefront, which was super cool.
Which
Still not-
was
still not excited.
the
The
first
Horde
one was
mode.
Hoth, and the second one was Tatooine, I think.
Tatooine, yeah.
And it was a horde mode basically.
Still
Yeah.
not excited about that game.
You
We'll
will.
see.
You will.
It was
Yeah,
pretty much a
I
horde
will,
mode.
honestly.
It was pretty much
They
horde
really
mode. So
disappointed.
all the Empire came, and you were just taking them out
Yeah.
until someone could come and save your ass.
Yeah.
And then
I really hope the freaking AT-ATs aren't on rails.
they probably are.
I hope they're not too.
That's
Pretty
what they're
sure.
saying they are, but
Then after that, we get the last game, which is Uncharted 4.
Uncharted. So
After that,
which that was the most awesome. He's just like,
apparently, it was
Like,
an
what is
issue.
he doing?
It was an
I
issue
don't
with the
know.
controller. The controller wasn't synced up.
that's what I figured, because he was just sitting there, and I was like, man, this is awesome.
So and they couldn't get it, so they had to restart the whole thing. But Uncharted 4 looks amazing.
Yeah, well, it's a great series.
everything, and now they've gone into a not, I wouldn't say open world, but a little bit more sandboxy
Yeah,
with the
'cause
car
they're-
chase,
yeah.
because you
Yes.
can, there's a
Bunch of different ways
dozen
you
or
can
so
go.
different ways to play that scene, and it's just more of Nathan Drake being
And Sully being Sully.
and Nathan Drake finding ways to survive
Nathan Drake being-
impossible things.
Being Nathan Fillion, he would be perfect for that.
That's the depth. That's the
I'm
depth.
pretty sure Nathan Drake is what Indiana Jones should be.
And
Yeah.
that's the whole comparing Laura Croft to Nathan Fillion. He's Nathan Fillion now.
Yeah, he's Nathan.
It's Nathan Fillion. He's funnier. He's more engaging.
Yeah.
Laura Croft's iconic, but Nathan Drake's getting up there with he's Indiana Jones. He's
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion. He's funny. He survives all these weird stuff. He's up there. I mean,
Yeah, so they show, even though they pushed it back till next year, they still came out
which
and
was a
brought
smart move because Fallout's in that November.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Laura Croft is the same day as Fallout. I expect that game to be pushed
Oh.
back.
That sucks.
for their sake.
That
No,
would
we're
be
just gonna be like, oh,
unfortunate.
we need more work on it, guys.
Yeah.
Here comes it in February.
boob physics aren't right yet.
We'll have it in December. After,
Moved on from Sony. Next day we went to Nintendo.
I wish I would have just slept through the entire
I
Nintendo
kind of wish I'd slept through it too. Now, again, like Nintendo came out.
They
and
kind of shot
came
their
out.
load before their show.
Yeah, they really did.
That's the issue. They're showing too many directs before.
Like their direct was like the one for E3 was straight up just ass. Like it was
Yeah.
garbage.
Star Fox was a big thing, which we're like, yeah, I like Star Fox,
Like-
but it doesn't look like
Yeah,
it.
that was
R-Wing to
cool.
Walker. That's
That
cool.
was
Like,
cool.
That's
Uh, Landmaster. That's cool.
But then they showed
The
that
graphics on it
that
look-
the new Metroid game, which isn't at all a Metroid.
It's a
game.
ball blaster game.
Smack in the face.
You play as like
Yes.
teams of 3 and like these mech suits, and yeah, there's a story mode where you get to be in like the first person, like traditional like
Yeah.
But it's
Metroid
not
Prime kind of
Samus.
style. But you don't play as Samus.
Nope.
They're focusing more on like the Galactic Federation guys or whatever.
It's
and
crazy.
It's stupid.
Well, I
And
remember
it's a
playing-
stupid, terrible art style too.
When you play Metroid on the like SNES and the original games and stuff, I remember like the music and the atmosphere and actually being scared as a kid playing this game.
I remember playing
And this was
Prime and
just
being
like,
terrified.
Oh, Metroid, yeah.
I remember sitting in my room every day after school on my GameCube, still broad daylight out, and I'm playing Metroid, and I'm still like terrified.
Yeah, because
Like fighting Ridley
Isolation.
in Prime was horrific for me.
Yeah.
Like that was nightmare.
They
fuel
showed
for
a little
me.
bit of this Ball Blaster game during the Nintendo World Championships. It was one of the stages, and it was alright.
They didn't say that it was Metroid then, right?
No, they just said it was like some weird Ball Blaster
Yeah,
game.
so nobody knew it.
That's
It
what
was-
at the championship.
Yeah, which was alright. The whole championship thing was alright, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
Those Mario Maker
So
levels
yeah,
were
they
freaking
showed-
insane.
Yeah, Mario
Mario
Maker was
Maker looks
cool, but
fun.
they didn't show it at their direct.
We know it's coming out. It's fine.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
It's
like
nothing new.
was
They did
new.
show Mario Maker, yeah.
oh they
They
actually
did,
showed
but
it.
we,
Okay.
but like
But
I said,
there
we
was-
just know it's coming.
It's nothing new.
Like
yeah.
that was cool. The new amiibo figures they announced are pretty awesome. Yoshi's Woolly World looks fantastic.
I'm excited for
Yes.
Yoshi's Woolly World.
Especially for that because that's
Still,
the first game
old
that's going
news.
to use all the amiibos,
Old news.
like all the available amiibos, which is awesome. But
Old
again,
news.
old news.
But the Legend of Zelda game.
yeah,
Which looks
yeah.
really cool.
And the new Fire Emblem game that's coming
It's
out
like
also
Four
for the
Swords,
DS.
but not.
It's like
Three
four,
swords.
it's like Four
Three
Swords 2 minus one sword.
One sword died.
One
we
of the
talked about
one of
it.
the died.
So that's,
Yeah,
that's
talk
pretty
about
much
too
it. And the
much.
puppets at the beginning were creepy.
Oh, and then
for a
the
while.
two Animal Crossing games, which
Two
are
Animal Crossing games.
Oh,
two
they-
Animal Crossing
yeah.
games, which are bastardizations
They-
of the original Animal
You're
Crossing
talking
game.
about the Animal Crossing Mario Party game, right?
Oh,
and
and then
Animal
we got
Crossing,
Mother.
and Animal Crossing, what
Party
like,
game.
house
I
game.
forget.
They let that go too.
Let-
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That Tom
and
Nook is
but they
using
announced it.
But they didn't talk about it in the direct.
yeah, they didn't even
we got
talk about
we
it.
got Earthbound Beginnings, which is going to be
The
what
first
is
Earthbound.
Mother.
Yeah,
they,
Mother.
they showed that at the Nintendo World Championship.
And we still don't have Mother 3.
And we're getting more virtual console stuff from them, which is great. But again, this is all like shot, like they shot their load like way too early for this.
There was I
And
think
then-
you shared it, a really good like comic thing where it showed Microsoft throwing the ball to Nintendo.
Oh, I drew that. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it's Sony. It was like and then throw it to Nintendo. Nintendo drops the ball.
Yeah, they're just like, whoops. Because they did. They
Yeah,
dropped the ball. Bad.
They really didn't. And the thing was is they shot themselves in the foot because E3, even though like Sony did Final Fantasy VII Remake, even though that's probably 2 years away,
Three,
3
4.
years away, they still brought it.
And they could have done that with Zelda.
They could have brought Zelda, and Matt is probably the bigger Nintendo fanboy out of everybody.
He's
Even
crying
he was,
still.
He was still a little hurt by it, and the thing was is he told me he was like, well, maybe it's because they're still like they're so headstrong and full development
NX.
of the NX, they really didn't have anything else. And I was like, doesn't matter, bring it.
Which they did officially say that it will be on the Wii U, Zelda, because a lot of people were worried that they were going to push it to
It's
the
like
NX.
Twilight
But it's going to
Princess-ish.
they're going to Twilight Princess it.
Yeah, but so
That's the
but
thing.
that-
I wouldn't mind having it on the Wii U because not like the Wii U is a terrible. It's not like the Wii U is a bad.
No, it's
game.
not.
No, it's not.
It's not nearly as
outdated yet.
gimmicky as the Wii was. But I mean, like the only problem with the Wii is that again, Nintendo shot themselves in the foot with adding this peripheral that is necessary to play their games. Like,
Well, and then they were saying that the new Star Fox heavily relies on actual motion controls
And
that
the
kind of
gyro
stuff.
thing.
And
Yeah.
the graphics on
which
that.
is annoying.
And the
The
graphics look
graphics
like
on it disappointing.
yeah, they're not.
I just
They're like 64 graphics.
the NX needs to be because we don't know anything
Everything
about it
the
yet.
GameCube
Well, no,
it
we
needs
don't
to go
know.
back to being a GameCube.
So
and
apparently the
controller.
NX is not gonna have any gimmicks with it. That's what they
it
were.
needs to go back to being a GameCube.
It was gonna
Good.
be a game console.
So that's what I was saying. Like they're actually trying to compete with game consoles again, and not just
I
be
don't know
like.
how
They-
far they're gonna.
They
get.
have the Wii U out there. That's their family oriented.
And they keep developing for that because if it's a family oriented thing, like they can come out with a
Yeah,
serious.
it's
game.
just
Why
like I
not
would-
attack both fronts? Hardcore
Exactly.
gamers and your family gamers.
That's the thing. Like, I don't have a like I said. Like, I have no problem with the Wii U. Like, it's just hard to get good games. Like, for example, like
Bayonetta.
Splatoon and like new IPs and people to develop things for it. When you have this thing that you have to make something for, so you can play your game.
Yeah, it has to be specific to that.
I mean, in the end, Nintendo just dropped the ball. They're shooting themselves in the foot way too much. Their next E3 conference will probably finally show off They might even.
If it does not have Zelda or NX, I'm done. Like
I'm thinking-
I can't do that.
I'm thinking if they're gonna do the NX, they're gonna be at E3 to show
That's the
it.
thing. Like, bring back like actually being at E3. Like, have a conference. Like,
Yeah.
bring Reggie back out. Like, those were awesome.
Yeah.
Those commercials. Are
Like when Reggie would come out like on stage. Like, oh my god. Like
My body
Nintendo
is
conferences
ready.
used to be so awesome.
my body is ready.
Reggie by far of all
Except
the
for
Phil
2007.
Spencer, all of it, Reggie tops them all.
I used to like Jack Tritton more because he was more of a goofball.
Reggie for me has always been
Dude,
number
Reggie's
one.
been the man.
Kevin Butler, I think I like Kevin Butler.
I did like Kevin Butler when he was doing Sony. Like, I liked
His
him.
E3 conferences.
But-
We are gamers.
So yeah, we had to. Sorry, everybody, I'm having a standoff here at our feet.
Between a cat and a dog. But I mean, in the end, Nintendo was Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo
So-
did the Nintendo thing. They didn't disappoint in the fact that I was going to be disappointed.
And it was one of the weaker conferences, honestly. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't the best. It was
Super
in between.
gimmicky all the way through.
As Nintendo's thing has been.
So next after that, really fast after that was Squares. And we're like, what did Square got to show? 'Cause
And
they
Square felt like Square was the redheaded stepchild. Like, did you see that conference
Yeah.
room? It was like no bigger than almost this, and just a little bit deeper.
Wow.
And it was like, hey guys, we're here, and it was like,
That one guy.
I just blew myself.
He's back.
So I don't remember the order as much, but we didn't talk about Hitman, which showed at the Sony conference. They showed another trailer.
kind of it has a feeling of an open rather than mission based.
Yeah.
It's feeling like a bit more open world, and they're gonna update regularly. And those missions are only available for a certain time. If you miss it, you miss it, which I think is super cool.
That's really cool. Did they announce
and
it for
I
PC
and I
as
said
well?
there was gonna be. I
Was
thought
that
there may
PC
be
as well?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
PC
I was
Master Race.
pretty. I said that in the pre-show that I thought Hitman could be a good pull. I didn't know if they were ready, but I think Hitman would be a good pull.
They
for
showed
that.
Hitman off. They again showed Final Fantasy VII again, showing hey we have the trailer.
Yeah,
we showed at Sony.
they talked a little bit about Heaven's Ward, which was surprising. I thought they were gonna
show
blow us up with Heaven's Ward.
They didn't.
But they didn't, which was a good call.
And then-
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah. So Sony
Tangled.
was like, no Kingdom Hearts 3, sorry guys. But Square Enix was like, we got it.
We got Kingdom Hearts 3. That's pretty much all we got, but we got it.
We got a new trailer and gameplay
New trailer,
for it,
and-
then it's gonna be Tangled with Tangled. Tangled's the first confirmed world.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be Frozen, but
I wouldn't mind that either, honestly.
Totally have Star Wars and also the Marvel Universe in
Now.
those games.
Yeah, they can now.
They could, yeah.
They're like, quick, edit all the code. We need some Star Wars.
yeah, like, you just throw it in there.
Dude, a lightsaber keyblade would be tits.
Yeah.
That would be the
That would be
tits.
awesome.
Not gonna lie.
Because Frozen's gonna be in there.
Yeah,
eventually.
and so then
Tangled's
they
gonna be in there.
showed what's that JRPG that they got?
They showed more of Nier.
Nier. Thank
Nier
you.
was another cult classic that everyone was shocked that they're doing it again, which is like wow.
The weird moon guy.
Do we see any Bravely Second?
Nope.
No, negative.
We
We saw Deus Ex,
Deus Ex,
but nothing that we didn't know already.
Nothing we didn't know already. I feel like I'm missing something in Square.
Square was pretty fast on their games.
Yeah,
they showed a lot.
But
They
then,
showed a new IP. Star Ocean got announced as well.
Yeah, Star Ocean.
They also have a new IP. I forgot what it was called. It didn't look that great to me.
No, I don't remember.
But honestly, that was pretty much the conference.
It was super small.
They were about as fast as Nintendo was.
And then we bounced into PC.
And then PC, I unfortunately didn't watch the whole thing.
Me
'cause
neither.
I did.
It didn't.
It was super boring.
It was super boring.
We saw Blizzard come out for a while. We saw Cliffy B come out and announce his new PC stuff.
Yeah.
We saw AMD sponsor the whole thing. So we saw
I heard it was a lot of
AMD's
specs though. Like it was a lot of
There was a lot of stuff.
Like
AMD was
hardware,
talking about all
yeah.
their hardware a lot.
their new card, which looks cool, but I'm
They
still gonna
announced
be Italian
that
next.
they announced that Gears was coming to the PC.
Yeah, when
Phil Spencer came
Phil
out.
Spencer came out, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
like we knew something was going on.
Nintendo.
Windows 10.
Yeah,
It was.
Windows
It was a lot of Windows 10, Windows 10.
DirectX 12.
DirectX
Yeah.
12. You know that kind of
Windows
stuff.
10. DirectX 12 will apparently go with Windows 10.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that great. I was expecting Gabe Newell, Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Yeah.
That was in my heart of hearts. That was going to happen. But it didn't. So in the end, it was basically a tech show. The Blizzard came out, of course, showed off their stuff.
Overwatch.
Which I mean is cool that they actually brought that side of E3 back.
But that was way
It
too
is
long.
cool,
2.5
but-
hours.
Yeah, it is cool,
It was
but
too
like
long. Yeah,
they
it
needed.
needs to-
I watched
It
that
doesn't
order.
have the grandeur that the rest of the conferences did, you know.
Because
it
it
was just
doesn't-
like, oh, here's PC.
Well, I
Because
mean,
it was
I
a
feel
talk
like
show.
I feel like they executed.
It was.
wrong.
It was. Yeah, it was a talk show.
I didn't like
It
the
wasn't
host
a
either.
talk show.
Like I feel like
He
they
was on.
should have. I feel like I should have just like peppered it in like in between.
Yeah.
Like they should have been like, oh yeah, by the way, like these are like some cool like PC tech specs and things that are coming out.
They
like,
had
in
to,
between
'cause
each conference.
AMD put the money in to sponsor it. So
Yeah.
AMD was going to push all
I mean,
the crap.
I understand that, but I mean, like, it's actually really nice that E3 is now bringing back the whole, like, this is, like, it is a tech show. This wasn't supposed to be a gaming, strictly gaming
it
show.
turned back to a game
Awkward
Yeah.
to watch that guy like begging for the freaking cards and stuff. Like, oh, can I have this? You're
Nope.
just like,
It was kind of cool when he opened the case and it was glowing. I was like,
yeah.
But, so, I mean, in the end, though, what was your favorite conference? Who won E3?
Bethesda!
I think Bethesda really brought it this year.
For the hour per capita, they had the best.
But if you look at just overall like ingenuity and bringing stuff to the table, I kind of give it to Microsoft because Microsoft had a lot, showed a lot, gave us a lot, and then bled into someone else's conference.
So if we're going that route, Bethesda to me won per capita by the hour. They destroyed. Microsoft, same thing with Sony's issue, up and down. But if I were going Microsoft or Sony over Microsoft, Sony showed more that we didn't expect. They showed
They did
new
have the
IPs.
surprise factor. Yeah, they had the surprise factor. However,
And the HoloLens is great. We already knew that was coming.
yeah, I don't know. I think Microsoft really kind of gave it. Gave it the good.
I mean,
comments.
honestly, Sony won by far over Microsoft. Microsoft had a great conference though. Sony had a legendary conference. If they were a game duel away of destroying the internet.
No, because the only reason I don't think Sony won is because everything they showed is 2 and 3 years out.
Exactly.
I'm gonna forget about it.
Yeah, it's a lot of.
No, you're not, because it'll be showed up again.
No, I mean I'm not saying that, but it's not something I could put in my hand. Microsoft is showing things that I'm gonna get within the next year.
Yeah,
And
that's
important.
you also got to get it on the Sony platform. So that's exactly why I'm saying Sony beat them, but Bethesda won all around for me. Bethesda destroyed everyone.
Yeah,
I think it was Bethesda, and then it was Sony, and then Microsoft, and then from there.
And the other ones are kind of
Nintendo
They
was
kind of
like-
meddle together.
Yeah, it's also because Bethesda came first, so it's like
Well-
they set the standard, the bar really high, so everybody else is kind of like.
I took-
but Bethesda.
So I took my
had Fallout
I took
4."
my fanboy hat off.
Fallout
And was
4.
like, buy how much in 1 hour
But-
Bethesda destroyed.
But
Pip-Boy Fallout
Yeah.
4.
an app that's gonna come out with the
So
game.
I think David's
And
safe to
Fallout
say
Shelter.
David's gonna
Fallout
take
Shelter.
Bethesda too, right?
and yeah.
Just because, like, per capita, because Sony had the Disney Affinity stuff, which they had to carry a little bit to the kids, that kind of brought it down a bit. Microsoft had a couple of stuff that brought it down. The Forza thing wasn't super exciting. The car was stupid.
But Bethesda.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. So we know David loves Bethesda.
So Eric, what do you think? Who is your favorite conference?
Even though I've never really been into the Fallout games before. Like Fallout 4 looks super awesome. So conference, I would say Bethesda, but because of Final Fantasy VII, I was super excited about Sony.
In
Like,
statement.
no.
So,
I think that the biggest announcement for me was Final Fantasy
Yeah,
VII.
the
Just
biggest
because
overall announcement.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII.
because that's like and people are just like somebody had said on a post that I'd made on Facebook, they were just like, oh, Final Fantasy VII is stupid hipster bullshit,
what?
and I'm just like,
Wait.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Because
That's like
he
the
was
most
like
mainstream
but it was,
game.
you know what was funny? He was like, Shenmue 3's better. I was
That's some hipster ass.
you're talking about
That
hipster
is
bullshit.
some
What the
hipster
are you talking
bullshit.
about? Exactly.
Like, it doesn't get more mainstream than Final Fantasy
Yes,
VII.
but like Final Fantasy VII was just a huge part of like probably all of our childhood. So
Yeah.
yeah, they said that
Came
they
out
were
on my
remaking
birthday.
it. Oh, that's awesome. Happy
That
birthday
actually is
to you
awesome.
back then. He's all yeah.
But like I was saying to Brian earlier, Sony was literally a Gabe Newell away from destroying the internet.
Yeah.
If that would have been done, dead.
So
But game of show, what was your favorite game all around? No conference,
Fallout 4.
Besides David.
Fallout 4.
I'm gonna go with Fallout 4 too.
You
Yeah,
are?
see, fuck you, Fallout 4.
FF7,
I said Horizon Dawn
Horizon Dawn.
is my favorite game of E3.
which
Tell
looks
us what
amazing.
you liked.
Yeah, be sure to tell us, down in the comments below, what was your pick? What company did you think won?
If you
had the
didn't
best
choose
conference?
Fallout 4, you're wrong, so don't even leave a comment.
Please
Okay.
leave a comment.
Please leave a comment. Don't listen to David. You
Let us know
asshole.
because to each their own. David's just having it.
Well, I mean, yeah, everyone can have their own opinion. It's just,
It's
it's
weird-
clearly wrong.
It's
when
weird
Fallout 4 is there.
how there's 3 white guys and 1 black guy, and he's acting the most like a Nazi.
You can't say that on the internet.
Hey,
You
man.
can't. No, you can't
Hey,
say
man.
that. Like,
Okay.
fucked up shit is happening in the world right now. You can't say that.
We all know in the end, Fallout
Are there
Shelter won.
Nazis? Are there Nazis in the world right now?
There are some. They're called
Crazy
neo-Nazis
shit.
now.
It's okay. We have the power of editing.
Oh my god.
It's okay, David.
Please leave a fucking comment. Just leave your comment. Like.
Share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe.
Subscribe is right there, I think. Share is
Comment,
over
like,
here.
share.
We all know everyone liked Fallout Shelter the best.
Yeah,
Fallout Shelter. Yeah, we didn't talk about that. It's a fun game. It's addicting.
We did
It
kind of talk about it.
Kind of doesn't really give you a lot of incentive to keep going, but
Tiny Tower.
Anyway,
If you
okay,
played
yeah.
Tiny Tower, you played Fallout.
You hit that. You hit the point. Like in every micromanaging game, you hit that point where it's just coasting.
yeah,
That's pretty much where all of us are.
You're just managing your stuff.
Yeah, you just turn
It's
it on
a
every once in a
job.
while and you just collect,
Becomes a
make sure
job.
my guy in the field isn't dead. If he is, revive him. Okay, cool.
yeah, pretty much.
This War of Mine's probably a better version. Play that.
Anyway,
That's true.
thanks for watching our E3 coverage.
Yeah.
Thanks for toughing it out with us.
Yeah,
That was a
and if
really
you
long
watched
one.
it all the way to the end,
You're
what
awesome.
we should give them something.
I'll show you guys that I don't have any nipples.
He'll show you
Whoa,
that there
TMI.
was no nipples.
No, that's not this kind of channel.
Oh.
That's on Lance's channel.
.com.
Ooh.
No.
Did we really just? did we really just plug into
Sir?
Strictly Nerd? Like, did we
Sir?
really just do that?
I own. Yes.
There's a
Yes.
a doctorate
There's
site
gonna be-
for
Yes.
There's gonna be a bunch of like little middle school kids that are discovering it. Just
It's like you're welcome.
what that is.
You're welcome, kids.
Thanks, Eric.
No, thank David in all your videos and that.
No, don't thank me. I have a child of my own. Like, no,
Yeah,
don't thank me for
So
that.
15 years down the line, you could be like, Dad.
Hey, Dad, remember that time you you plugged that porn show on that gaming show you did? Yeah.
Good call.
Good, real good.
Oh,
They
it's
really,
got some good content.
really lasted the test of time on that one.
But I
Really satisfied my hunger for DP.
Dad,
Oh my god.
Dad, hey, Dad, I'm running reviews now on porn videos.
I can't. I fucking can't.
David, did you see that Pokemon porn that just came out?
Oh god.
Wow. Okay.
Thanks, guys. Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Again, what was your favorite part of E3? This was David.
He went to go check on his son.
And hug him because that's bad timing. But yes, that was David. I'm Brian.
I'm Lance.
I'm Eric.
And we'll see you next time.
Later.
We're gonna go to E3 next year. Road trip.
Road trip.
But we will be
Montage.
at PAX South.
Road trip montage.